Welcome back to Our Better Angels. This is case number 3, part 2, That Which It Was. Um, Last session, the group met up through a series of circumstances as individuals made their way through Topfield into the forest known as Nelson, a place where a ruined town has basically been devoured by the um, flora of the area, and it is the hope of some folks to investigate and learn more about what happened to a young woman who was found killed, ritualistically killed, inside of the Forest of Nelson. Now, they have definitely kind of gone about some activities of their own. They found this very creepy old house where they found one of the members of the group, now members of the group, Joel Henry. Um, they investigated the house to some degree. There was somebody in the woods keeping their distance but trying to keep an eye on the individuals. Some cloaked figure off in the distance. They made their way deeper into Nelson, towards the heart of Nelson, and they came to Rebels Hill, or Rebels Hill, right? We're calling it Gabriel Hill, Rebels Manor. Big hill, climbed to the top of it, old remnant of a house, mainly the fireplace. Through quick thinking, not terribly difficult puzzle solving, the crew was able to place an item they found in the old decrepit house into the fireplace fixture, the mantle, and open a secret door that led to an underground space, formerly a basement. Inside, a couple of weird things happened. We won't get too much into depth into those because each one's kind of individually kind of important for each person. The last thing that happened is the cellar door that would have led out to the outside was forced and it broke apart, and Ian noticed that the symbols that were on the door's exterior were very similar to the same kind of markings that were used to create a circle of protection around the portal that is said to have been made in 1927 when Arthur Haynes stared into the mirror, and Arthur Haynes then stepped out of the mirror. I'm basically just leaving the table open to you. You're currently in a basement, and I just need to let you have it. Really got nothing else to give you.
Ian is like thinking about the journal, and he's thinking that okay, so these runes are a circle of protection around that older portal that the alternate Haynes came through, I guess, and alternate Haynes was the one that made those runes. He's speculating, and then he's saying that that must mean that when the alternate Haynes got to Miskatonic to take real Arthur's place, he put those runes down too, so there could be a portal there. Does that make sense? Am I getting that wrong? Ian says.
I don't know anything about what's happening right now. I came back to go to my old house. And I am now surrounded by people claiming they just saw someone get melted, and just ancient books and runes now. So I'm a little out of my depth, to say the least.
Stand up. I was knocked over by the door when it fell in. And then is like the area where it's at like just dirt now, or?
Yeah, it's kind of got like a bit of a tilt to it. It's all kind of buried down into the steps, right? And then like the doors, because of the way that the dirt fell, kind of like shot out with you and kind of bounced to the sides. Like they didn't shoot out and cut people in half or anything crazy. It was like a violent force, but definitely one that caused you a little bit of trauma.
Okay. And it was both doors, not just one of them?
Yeah, so it was kind of like a double door cellar door kind of thing. And yeah, when they came out, like They were kind of broken in half and kind of shunted into the room.
Okay. Cool. Well, I guess we're not getting out that way.
So real quick, this isn't for anybody in here, but those watching outside, if you can type in the chat and let me know if my audio sounds okay. I noticed I had some audio issues on one of the games this last weekend, and I just want to make sure that they're not... I think I fixed them. I just want to check and see if they're clear.
So...
And Robert's hyperventilating.
We're
trying to get
on
his...
the door.
Okay. Do you go out?
Yeah, I'll start walking towards the outside. I've kind of been down here. I've seen somebody melt. Don't feel like this is where I need to be at the moment, so I'll start walking back up the way we came in.
And Robert, you're going as well outside?
Yeah, once I'm done hyperventilating from being crazy.
Yeah. I would
Huh.
turn to Ian and say, seems like you have an actual handle on what might be happening. Got any info I should know if I'm going to be sticking around, or is it better just to be ignorant in this situation?
No, I don't think it's ever better to be ignorant, Joel. But fucking hell, reading it in a journal and seeing this shit in real life is kind of different, you know. You seem like a guy that can handle himself. If you want to come with us, you have to be ready for crazy shit to happen, because this is it. Like, this is the kind of thing you're gonna see.
I think out of the two of us, one of us has seen this stuff more, apparently, and I was hoping it was you.
A little bit, but nothing like this. Back, in the Fitzgerald Foundation, where I'm an agent, I saw a little bit of stuff, but I mean, this is scary.
Well, no one we know is dead yet. No one we know is possessed at the moment. And we're not hearing voices anymore as screams. So I think for the moment things are cleared up. And I would look around and say, do you want anything from in here? Do you need a moment to document things? I'm guessing you also don't want to be alone right now.
Yeah. So, John, I'm just going to sort of take what you said last time, that the only book of note was that King Solomon and his followers a history.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have that, and I would show it to him. I put it in my satchel and said, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Now I would start heading towards the door as well.
Okay. So before you get out there, the first two out were Robert and Russell, right?
Yeah.
You come out, and a cloaked figure is standing facing the mantle. Like, as you kind of come around and come out, you can see that there's like a billowing kind of black cloak in the autumn wind, and this cloaked figure kind of like standing at the, just like maybe 10 feet away from the mantle, like looking at it.
Is it the guy I've been taking pictures of?
It looks like the same cloak, but what you come to realize now that you're close enough and kind of are getting more of like a visual, it doesn't look like it's a guy at all. It looks like it's a girl.
Yeah,
Takes up camera.
Again, I'm not going to make you roll. You do take a picture of her. You recognize
draw
her.
my gun.
You draw your gun, but you recognize her, Robert.
Okay.
Can you... Again, is there any
Oh,
women
okay.
who are currently important to you, the news reporter reporting on a story, that you might think that this I'm alluding to?
Is this the dead girl?
Is the dead girl.
And I take more pictures.
Okay. She doesn't seem to be kind of like noticing. I'm assuming you don't have the flash on and you're kind of a decent...
No.
You're distance away. Effectively, if this were a house, you'd be about a room away.
And I'll just lean over and be like, the dead girl.
I look to him, the dead girl, and then I look. I'm like, okay, hands up out of the cloak slowly, please, and I'll start walking towards her.
Okay. You kind of like, once you get to the front side of it, there's like a decent amount of wind that's kind of blowing, and you realize that it's kind of a situation where it's like a little bit harder to hear. But despite that, you can hear this like kind of mad flap of her cloak. It's like the beating of wings. And she looks continuously at the mantle, does not look to you.
Yeah, I'll slowly start approaching and be like, hello,
What is she looking at on
hands
the
up,
mantle?
please.
If you're kind of like gauging it, I'd say can make me a. Trying to think of a good check for you to kind of designate that. Insight would be my D&D kind of brain word I'm looking for, but I guess
Spot hit.
no. It's more kind of psychology. You're trying to kind of understand what they might be looking at.
You want a psychology?
Yeah. I want psychology, and I would like a psychology roll. Okay. Yeah, you have no idea what she's looking at specifically, just the mantle in general.
Dead lady. Dead girl.
Yeah.
I'm guessing by now we would have made
Yeah.
it up the stairs.
You come out,
and just see two people with their mouths agape staring at a cloak.
and just to kind of keep it like
No, I'm walking
narratively
towards her.
consistent, just so we have it, Tracy is right behind you. And Lark, you can go ahead and join the video if you want to, whenever you want. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah. I guess since she doesn't seem to be responding, can I just kind of like walk like into her line of sight?
I just got in here.
It's okay. If you don't want to join the voice, you don't, or the video, you don't have to.
I'm loading everything up, guys.
No worries, no worries.
Oh, you're
I'm
good.
just-
No,
just checking
we
in on
found a
yourself.
lady that my character was talking to. I wasn't saying that you weren't responding. I was saying the lady wasn't
Oh,
responding.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can see. After like
what?
when you said I just
The
got in
lady
here,
ain't
my brain
responding.
registered it. Yeah.
Like, give me a moment. I don't know what's going on.
Why do you
Yeah,
have
yeah, but-
misogyny? No, because they don't remember the name of the girl who got ritualistically killed.
We're having a great time. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm guessing by then I'm up
Yeah,
the
you're up.
stairs. And if I see just a black cloaked figure staring where it was, can we see her face at all or no
Yeah.
from like when you just first come up?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I would grab Ian.
With
Would
you.
Ian be behind me or would he be in front of me, Andy?
Either. It's totally fine.
I don't care.
I would grab you and point and be like, she's supposed to be dead.
Mm.
Kids and their pranks these days.
I would walk swiftly towards her because
Okay.
I need a good look at something I saw in a photo from a newspaper clipping for her,
Yeah.
and I would start moving.
Russell, you're closest to her, so you walked up to her and then kind of mouthed dead lady while in her presence. She's staring at the mantle, and if you're kind of interrupting her from doing so, she will step to the side and kind of look at the mantle the first time. You continue to try to agitate her and like block her line of sight, or no?
I'm just gonna kind of lean against the mantle and be like, "So, why'd you fake your death?"
So you don't try to
Very
interrupt.
professionally done.
You don't try to interrupt her view again, right? You just do it the once.
If me leaning directly onto it wouldn't interrupt her view, then
Doesn't
no.
seem
But
to.
if me leaning directly onto it does, then yeah.
So Joel, you approach.
Yeah, I would approach and kind of unabashedly, I'd reach for the hood. You said they were hooded, right? Yeah, I'd reach to pull that down.
Okay. She seems to struggle from that. Kind of tries to snap away. Go ahead and make a brawling roll.
You fighting.
She's not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will.
She's not insanely trying, but like a failure is a failure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use luck on that. If she dodges out of the way and I miss, that's fine. I would just kind of shout, "I need to see your neck."
When she has the kind of hood attempt to be drawn away and she looks up at you, you would see something a bit off. No markings or anything. But her eyeball floats upward. Like the eye rolls inside of the socket in a way that does not seem natural.
Just the one eye?
Just the left eye. And it's creepy, but it's not something that's like mind-shattering. There's something that's kind of weird. And she kind of like looks up at you with that kind of weird eye, but amidst it, she's like narrowing her eyes and kind of looking angry. Almost animalistically so.
I want to push my luck so badly. I would attempt to. I would look at Russell and say, "Help me grab her," because she's dead. We know she is dead.
Okay.
Like, this is not normal. We should do something. And I would look to the only other person that I would expect to have any amount of like strength training, brawling, or fighting training at all.
Good call.
Yeah, sure.
And you look at Tracy, right, for that third.
Yeah, probably.
Right, like I mean, she's fit.
Yeah.
She does jazzercise.
Yes,
I'm a lot better with my gun than I am grabbing people.
Was that
but
an
I-
80s thing, jazzercise?
Oh yeah,
That was like
Yeah.
early 90s.
and Jane Fonda as well. Jane
Well,
Fonda.
you know what? I'm okay with it being anachronistic because of the way you answered. Or, yeah. It's it.
Yeah.
It's canon. Fine.
That's what I'm here for.
So,
Do you
But
want
yeah,
me
no,
to try
I'm
to brawl with
I'm
her?
100% trying to subdue this person and
Yeah,
grab them.
if you do so, like, it's not going to be a situation where she's able to resist much. Again, it's just one relatively smaller woman that you are all now manhandling and accosting. The thing that those of you who care would realize is that underneath the cloak, she is not wearing anything. So it's even weirder.
No, what's weird is that she's out in the woods and
No.
dead.
No.
That's what's weird.
It's weird that 3 grown men are currently accosting this young. Oh, okay.
There's-
2 grown men are
there's only
currently
2.
accosting this woman while you have a photographer right there.
Taking pictures.
Bunch of creeps. You bunch
Yeah.
of creeps.
I'm a
Maybe
journalist,
we don't
sir. I'm a
sexually
journalist.
harass the woman that we just ran into.
Maybe.
No
I'm a
worries.
journalist.
Just saying.
So if you were
Hello,
to
police officer. I'd like to report a crime.
Yes, please.
if you wish to accost her, like, are you cuffing her? Or are you just wanting to
Yeah.
look at her neck?
I really would like a look at her neck.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for burn marks.
Okay.
I'm looking for rope burn marks in particular.
There are no marks on her neck.
Okay. Then I stop. Because that's what I was looking for.
Yeah. What you're also noticing, too, is Russell and Robert, you have an understanding of how this girl did pass away. Russell, yours a little bit more in depth. So, Robert, you would know that she was strangled. And Russell, you would know that she was strangled with a rope.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they ritualistically killed her.
So
Maybe she's one of those mirror people.
I don't know that you're looking for rope burn marks, right? Like you didn't say that out loud.
No.
Okay. Yeah, then I will
Oh, sorry.
definitely.
Real quick. It being rope is something that only the police should know, according to your understanding.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, do I get the handcuffs on or no?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's-
She's not
yeah.
very strong.
Okay.
She's not fighting back with
I
any
just wanted
kind
to
of...
check that. Yeah. Once the handcuffs are on, be like, a little weird that you faked your death and are now running nude in the forest, but we can get you some clothes.
She kind of looks down at the ground and kind of like is resisting against the cuffs. And you hear her say, Gabri, Gabri. And her voice sounds off. There's
Gabriel?
That's what I hear too. Look.
This weird rattle in her throat that just doesn't seem right.
Does she have like one of those moth stuff in her throat from like Silence of the Lambs?
Okay, no one here is a doctor, so easiest way to check. I do work as an attendant at an asylum. I check for a pulse.
She has one.
Okay.
It's regular.
Joel is just a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs after what's happened today multiple times, so he's
Make a
he's
medicine.
checking all the boxes.
I think that medicine is a skill, right? Or is it first aid in this? Again, it's all over the place.
There's first aid.
No,
I have a
There's
very
also
good-
medicine.
First aid is
I
what I,
feel like
want.
just check. Yeah, I was like checking the pulse.
Really good at first aid.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'm
successful.
an attendant at an asylum.
You're actually able to note something very, very strange about the pulse.
Wowza.
Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Pulse, right? Da-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, dum. There's a strange irregularity that sounds like it's happening twice, and the sounds are
another.
chasing each other, like, very narrowly. A normal person wouldn't have been able to check it, but it's like dum-dum, like, as one pulse beat, and then the second pulse beat is also doubled as well. But it sounds, to the untrained ear, it would sound like one hit.
Like a horse.
Huh?
So it sounds like she has two hearts.
No, it just
No.
sounds like her pulse is echoing. Or maybe she has
well,
two
that's-
hearts.
Is she
That's-
possessed?
That's not great either. I don't
Hey,
like echoing.
Ian, does your guy have anything about, like, you were talking about those mirror people? How do you tell that they're mirror people?
There's not an obvious way to tell. They didn't have like glowing red eyes or anything like that. It was, it was. I think that the fake Arthur looked normal enough to fool the people that he worked with at Miskatonic.
What the fuck are
Um,
mirror people?
Russell's
That would
That's-
also
They're
be,
a curse.
They're from the
Russell,
mirror.
You're such a good listener.
I could show you the journal later, Russell, if you want to learn more about it.
Reading.
But like,
I'll take your word for it.
I thought I remembered something in those journals about possession as well. Maybe that
There's
voice
also-
did not sound like a voice. Possession.
I bet I definitely would explain what I'm hearing.
So, does possession make them hollow inside?
I don't know the answer to that.
How many years did
I
you
know the
study
answer
again?
to that.
Given that she's got a pulse, so we can assume she did fake her death, right? Everybody else is on the
Yeah.
level with that with me? Okay.
Yeah.
Can I do anything like an occult check or something to see if I know anything about this?
No, like there's really no
No?
like knowledge
Okay.
base here. Yeah, this would be outside of your ken.
Okay.
Well, since we found her alive, we don't really need to go looking for. Well, I guess we should still go look for.
Would I be
drugs
able
and
to do?
guns.
Could I do an occult check?
There's again, you guys are asking a question about rolling a dice. You're not asking me a possibility of what you're trying to learn.
I
here.
understand. Thank you. Yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't-
Gotcha. Would I be able to sort of looking at her and the way everybody else interacted with her and the voice that I heard coming out of her and my sort of remembering about possession in
I
the
think you
journal,
already
be
have
able
the
to-
answer you need. I thought you don't need a roll for
Okay.
it. Like
Okay. Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I was just, yeah.
No, it's okay. I understand. Like, there's nothing that really is going to hit on the occult for this because like I said, it kind of the onset, this is a very rare circumstance. This is not normal stuff that other people have encountered. And anybody who has encountered it may not remember it the way that it actually did, which will come up more later. And then on that too, Andy, as a player, I think you already understand where we're at. I think it's fair to assume Ian, after kind of understanding where we're at, has a similar assumption.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Yeah,
And what do we do?
Go check out these drugs and guns. Take her with us. Take her back. Report a false death.
Well, take her back where?
To the police station?
Wait, how old is this girl?
She's probably like somewhere between 18 and 21.
Did I know her?
Great question. Does anybody have? I posted it somewhere, and I've been looking for it myself. But I posted information regarding her.
I know. I have to look back in the Discord somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked what you sent me, and I didn't have a name, so that's why I was like hoping someone else would say it.
I don't see anything in the notifications channel.
Oh, wait. Is this Lynn Parker?
Yeah.
Where did you
Holy
get that?
crap. No, hold on. I'm still reading.
Is this in one of the channels or a
she's-
DM?
This is a DM.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a DM.
Find it.
Lynn Parker?
Lynn Parker, yeah. Where? I don't see anything about where she was from.
You partied with her.
Again, the towns are pretty close, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She's definitely from one of the 3 towns. But yeah, it's...
Yeah, this is definitely Lynn Parker, though.
Okay, so
She,
I do want
as
to.
far as we know, she died on Gabriel Hill. Didn't we have like a confirmed murder?
Yeah. They have the body in Topfield.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, my dad was called in for that stuff and like had to like do a whole like report in town for it. Like, that's pretty freaking strange. This girl is definitely dead. Dead. Like, still in the morgue dead.
Maybe she's got a twin.
You know she does.
I do want to ask, in the backstory stuff that I was sent, it does say she was stabbed to death.
Yeah.
Okay. I was making sure that was my understanding. Was that she was stabbed to death.
Right. So what you would know is that is the story that has been put out, right? She was stabbed to death.
Oh, okay.
Right. Sorry. Apologies.
Gotcha.
No, sorry. Strike that. Reverse it. The story out in the world is that she was strangled. Sorry. Checking my notes. Bear with me here for a second. I have it. I swear I have it. I might have gotten it mixed up just a minute ago. Stabbed to death is the story that's out in the news. Strangled is how she actually died. Sorry.
Okay.
That's why I specifically tried to verse you when Joel said he's looking for a rope burn. You would know that nobody knows that she was strangled by a rope and died. I think where I messed it up is I think I told Robert that the news thought she had been strangled by hand. Sorry. So just to make sure everybody's on the right pages. John, Robert believes that she was stabbed to death. Okay? And this is Lynn Parker, and she is apparently standing right here alive before you. Russell, the story that was given to the news was that she was stabbed to death. Because if anybody would say, oh, yeah, it's a horrible thing that lady got strangled, they'd be like, busted! And could get them, right? It's a typical cop tactic.
Yeah.
And then Joel, for reasons unknown, you are looking for rope marks around her neck. Are we clear on... Yeah, and so Tracy, you would also think that she was stabbed to death because that's the news story, and Ian, same situation, and also, I believe strangulation doesn't have anything to do with older stuff.
So then, why are you and Joel, whose name is, looking at her neck if she was stabbed.
I wasn't looking at her neck.
I'm also
I was
curious.
just arresting her.
I'll say it was just me.
I would-
But
That's a
also,
him thing.
I would say just to kind of like let's put a beat on it. Joel was clearly looking for her neck and trying
yeah,
to get a hold
it would
of
be
that.
almost frantic.
That's-
Like it would be.
Okay.
That's there.
Okay.
Then I would say that would cause Russell to kind of like
Yeah,
looked at the
yeah.
neck and then looked at Joel like, what? And then I would say that Tracy clocked it as well, clocked the whole situation where you two had this weird kind of like looking at a girl's neck,
I'm gonna...
while like Ian and Robert are now becoming made aware of that by Tracy bringing it to the table. We good on that?
Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
like I know the girl's got great collarbones and stuff, but like this is not the time.
Yeah, that's a little weird, Ian. Not Ian.
everybody just plays fucking Andy's character. Hell yeah. Best game.
That's a little
Metal.
weird, Joel. Why were you looking at this naked girl's neck?
One, she has a cloak on, not fully naked. Two,
Fair.
I remember seeing in a news clipping that there might have been some foul play outside of what was released.
Like stabbing?
Outside of that is what I'm saying.
Instead of stabbing.
Yeah,
She
instead
knew
of
how
stabbing, there might have been some other cause of death. That the whole reason I'm back in town.
When did you get back in town?
Today? Yesterday? Yeah, let's go yesterday evening. I was coming back to see my family home for a case that is a lot older than this one. Russell probably would know about it, at least if you looked up old archives or anything.
Russell's
surrounding.
younger than your character, I think. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Russell's 26.
He's a baby.
then yeah, you may not.
We looked up how young a sheriff or a police officer or sheriff was ever, and we went with that.
The youngest was 26, so we're like, that's how old he is. He's not a sheriff,
Okay.
because we didn't understand how
sheriff,
sheriffs work. But now we do.
We mathed it out though, yeah.
But
yeah.
just to give a very quick reasoning, my mom also had some rope burns and passed away in kind of a unexplained manner.
What news article did you hear that they stated that? Because that's false information.
I feel it's not from how you're questioning me.
Oh, pause for a
Never
second.
read that.
Pause for a second. This is actually interesting.
Okay.
So yeah, obviously you're coming to that understanding. But I would say that, and I'd hope you agree with me, Chandler, that you may be coming to that conclusion because we kind of cited it above the table, but obviously not fully. So what I want to make sure that we're clear on is you're trying to basically mislead, or are you telling the truth? Did I put it in a note that said she was strangled?
You told me. Let me.
Oh my god! I
You notice rope burns around their neck. So no, yeah, you directly told me that my
picture.
character.
In the pictures.
Yes.
Yes. Ha-ha.
That's why I'm saying I saw in the news article. I didn't say I read it. I said I saw it. If you take it as read for them, it's
Good job.
fine.
Good job, past me. Good job, past me. You're really smart. But
I
for
would
me-
I would look at Russell and be like, if that's not how she died, why does it matter?
You seem to be knowing a lot of different things, be they false or not, about this dead girl. You have a weird attraction to look at her neck.
Yeah, I was curious, but as we can see, there's no rope burns.
Why would there be? If anything, there'd be stab wounds, but this is her evil twin, so...
she would say, and seemingly clearly, and how you kind of remember her voice if you did know her, Tracy, I'm not dead.
See,
Okay,
you think
girly,
you're dead.
then what happened to you? You've been out here for some time, and your body is in the morgue.
It's none of your business.
I think it's Russell's business, actually.
It is actually my business.
You're not from Topfield.
Okay, it's the Topfield Sheriff's business.
Okay,
But
well then
As the current,
Mm.
Person here, I will need information while we're taking to go look at these drugs and guns, right, Tracy? And then back.
Yeah, but we are also not in Topfield right now, so, and I believe Russell was sent out here on official business, and I think my daddy at this point would say that this is well within Russell's jurisdiction. So
During the
yes,
whole
this is
process
Russell's
of Tracy
business.
talking down to this girl, you would notice that she is struggling against her cuffs. She's definitely kind of like struggling against them. Joel, you're the only person who notices that while she's doing so, she seems to be kind of like moving her head to the side. And it almost looks as though like she's closing her eye and like forcing it closed. Like if you've ever been like in a directly bright light, you're like, you know, you got to close your eyes really tight and you're forcing your face to do it. Like that kind of, and you can't get your hands because you're in cuffs. Yeah. She seems to be doing that specifically, mainly with her left eye.
What's up with your left eye?
She seems to be kind of like grimacing in pain, like a headache or migraine, while Tracy's talking. And then you kind of cut in after her and say that, and she doesn't respond.
Just shake my flashlight, turn it on, and shine it at her.
Shake it. I love
Doesn't
that.
do anything different.
Doesn't do anything.
No.
I
Aw,
wanted it to.
me too. She's acting really weird. And Russell, like I said, this is totally your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against questioning her on the way to check out these drugs and guns.
Yeah.
You know,
I
if they
really
move
feel
those-
like the drugs and guns are a secondary adventure now that we have found a living dead person.
Do you
And
want random
I-
drugs and guns to be out here in the forest for people to find?
It's fine.
Somebody did.
We have a dead corpse in front of us that's talking.
You just said she has a pulse. She's clearly said she wasn't dead.
Russell,
She's
her
in a
body
morgue.
is in the morgue.
Her twin. Come on,
She
guys.
doesn't have a twin.
That we know of. She was.
I
obviously
went
gave
to
up her twin
school
for
with
adoption.
her.
Yes, they gave up her twin for adoption. They don't
My
want two
favorite
kids at
part.
the same time.
My favorite part is like he's like literally on point, like cop duties with Joel, like serious suspicion and like totally locking in like a good cop should, right? And now it's like all that shit goes out the window. He's like, how do I get back to how do I
Only
get back?
men are suspicious. Duh.
Yeah.
I'd look at our other two party members and be like, anything you want to add? Either of you, Mister, I've been taking photos in the back there like a creep. Or
He said he'll be right back. In
Oh,
the
yeah,
Discord
yeah.
chat.
So we have to presume
Sorry.
that he was taking pictures, right? Like
yeah,
that's-
like a
Yeah,
creep.
he's
It's fine.
he's still like you're saying that he's probably still looking at you, just taking the pictures. Like,
No, I am.
I
I'm
look-
taking pictures, and I'm just saying, yeah, this is great, guys. This is great.
get this man a
Make
video camera.
sure those pictures are okay to go public. Maybe you get a different angle.
Because that doesn't care.
Yeah, but I believe all of the townspeople in the surrounding town area might.
I'm not gonna publish these.
He keeps taking pictures.
Doesn't say anything. Pervert.
So, yeah.
So Ian, do you have?
Oh wait, she's
anything-
naked. Oh yeah, no.
Yep.
Never mind.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe get a
He's like, what are you
different
doing,
angle."
dude?
You-
Yeah, I mean,
you sounded so committed. I thought you were like, no, I'm getting these shots. I was like, John, awesome character development, but a bit strange.
Just
you're
going
like,
for it. No.
oh wait, and he realizes he's been taking pictures of a naked woman. Oops.
so Ian would
Get the film
say,
out.
"Listen,
I'll be.
yeah, there is a grave with this person in it." If you'd ask,
No, body is in the morgue.
body's in the morgue. Okay, so I think we need to take her to the morgue, and we need to watch over
Or-
her carefully. And then maybe she needs to go to a hospital because she seems like she's having some troubles.
That was gonna be my first suggestion.
My first suggestion would be to call the cops because I'm not sure Russell knows what he's doing with this.
See, we have one.
He
and then I
does
went,
act
"It's
odd for a
Russell."
cop.
I love how when you were talking down to her before she got her headache, you were like, "No, Russell's the guy. He's the guy." And then like,
Well, that's because she
and then you're like,
questioned our authority.
"Ooh, I was probably wrong. This girl probably had a cold read on this asshole. Let's call the cops, like the real ones."
But I would worry that maybe, I guess, like, if we're trying to figure out what's going on, don't we need to see what happens when she is in the morgue? We need to take her ourselves. We might get blocked out of that from the police.
Jill, since you're the resident closest to a doctor we have, can you see what's wrong with her eye?
Yeah, I'd take a look. I'd kind of get in front of her and force her eye open.
Yeah.
I know she's been
I'll
trying to
hold
shut it.
that flashlight.
That's nasty.
As you're getting ready to kind of accost her again, you all hear.
You keep using that word.
Again,
That's what we're doing.
I like it because I want to make sure, like, again, obviously, think of it however you want to think about it, but obviously there is a sensitivity to it in the character's mentality. Like, it's not just a whatever Dungeons and Dragons thing. Like, you know, it's a woman in a
Yeah.
piece of
I'm just
cloth.
Ian
saying,
would
you guys
wrap
are
his leather
all,
jacket
like-
around her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You got
guys
the
are
fuck on.
all lucky that Tracy is there. Because then it would just be 4 men accosting a woman in the woods.
Yeah.
Not four.
Not for. Ian's like, I'm
Not
leaving
for?
if that's the case. I wasn't here.
They're all like, we don't hate women. We've got a woman friend. See.
We know one.
But
We know
meanwhile,
one.
one
Tracy
woman.
is like, bitch, you better start talking.
Oh yeah, she's the one that's scolding her. You hear gunshots.
Looks like somebody found the guns and cocaine.
Russell, the guns are coming from the west, near where Tracy said the guns and the drugs were. It starts out with a couple of shots, bang, bang. From the sounds of it, it's small arms, 9mm parabellum, or like, you know, no higher than 45 ACP, like somewhere in that kind of bracket. Pistol fire. 2 shots becomes 7 shots, and then there's one last shot. And it's, again, coming from Out Pond.
Is it like one after a bit, or is it one like last one?
It would be.
Pop, 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 pop.
It would be.
Or is it pop, 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 pop?
Bop, 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 bop. It's it's a little bit boppy, but it's mostly just bang bang.
There isn't a break. There isn't a break in
It's
between.
like bang bang, good 30 seconds, bang bang, bang bang bang, and maybe like 20 seconds bang.
A long time.
Yeah, it is in a firefight
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, that's why I was curious.
Yeah, it's bang bang, 30 seconds, bang bang, bang bang bang, and then 20 seconds bang.
That sounds more like somebody's following someone and shooting them.
Or running from something.
Yeah, one of the two. There's a chase going on. People are on the move, most likely. Anyway, that's not coming from Tracy. That's coming from Lark.
Yeah. Well,
Tracy doesn't know shit except for that's the gun.
you check
And
her
who's
out
What does Lynn think?
on the way
Um,
to over there because I
So-
definitely have to go over there now.
I am sworn by duty. The gunshots do cause you to pause from kind of like, you know, investigating her eye. But now that they're done, Russell seems to be kind of moving over in that direction. Joel, do you still check her?
Yeah.
You check her, and when you kind of like move her eye open, it almost looks as though the eye in the socket, it's kind of bulging, and it's rolled. Like it's like you're seeing the underside of it a little bit in the bottom of the lid, and it looks like the veins are kind of very like prominently featured, and it seems like there's kind of a swelling around the eye, like there's just like a redness to the face.
Oh, she got pink eye.
She has pink.
Oh,
You have
oh.
pink eye now too. So,
Do you describe that, Joel?
well, it's right there. It just shows you.
Okay, well, I mean, I wasn't looking at it.
Yeah.
And oh shit. Like, okay, so hear me out, but like, there's this idea with the mirrors, and there's like duplicates, right, of people. What if one is inside the other, and that's another eyeball beneath the eye, pressing out.
I got to get a shot of this.
So you think two. Just before I do my next thing, you think there are two people inside this body?
Maybe not entirely two people. Maybe like there was some sort of fuckery with like
It's
coming
like
through a
cancer,
portal.
where it just kind of like grew more cells where it shouldn't have, probably.
Yeah, but like an occult version of it, maybe.
Point of order.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
You guys are definitely focused on her, and that's everybody but Russell. Russell, you said
Dude,
I've got
I'm
to
not
go.
fighting.
I've got to go check that out. Do you start moving towards Pout Pond without them?
Yeah, I look back to them and say, "Keep her here. Do not move. I will be back." And then I'll start walking the other way.
I feel like we should move because he might get shot.
Well, you're talking, so
No.
that we're locking that in. Because I'm difficult. Bear with me here.
Difficult.
I don't do guns. I'm not a police officer. I'm here to investigate.
You walk over towards Crooked Pond. You'll be coming
Music change.
You'll be coming onto this map from the eastern side. About here.
Where was it?
Oh, here-ish. And yeah, get that token out of there. I don't know why these tokens never auto-updated. Try it again.
Oh,
There you
nice.
go.
So, when you get out to Crooked Pond, you would see that it's a cold autumn morning. The kind of greenish, brackish ground that you're kind of moving out onto is damp, covered with kind of algae and other pond scum. And there's points where there's like puddles on the ground between you and what you're walking towards, the pond proper, that you're not sure if you're like walking in the pond or not. As you stare out at the space, and this seems to be where the gunshots came from, you look around for any kind of breaks, noticeable kind of anything. Go ahead and give me a spot hidden.
Hope I can roll good this time. Hell yeah.
Okay, so you'll notice two things when you kind of start looking around. Looks like similar to your own feet on the ground. It looks like there are footprints, very noticeable, kind of on the northwestern shore. Alright? And the other thing you notice is that maybe about right at the tree line here, there's a fallen tree, and it looks like the trunk of it, kind of big, and there seems to be something kind of seated on it or in the trunk stump.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I'll slowly start making my way around this way.
Okay. Since it's going to take you some time to kind of cross the pond and get to the muck, and it took you some time to get here, I'm going to pause back from you, and I'm going to cut back to the others who are back on the other side. You look at the eye, kind of notate the eye to Ian. Robert, you're taking pictures of the eye. And Tracy, you, I think, said something about the eye. I just can't remember what it was.
That it was like cancer. Like maybe this copy mirror person is just like it grew a little too many cells in the eye area. Yeah.
Could be.
Also, like
It doesn't look
I
healthy.
feel like there's engagement rules with possession, aren't there? Like you can usually figure out if there's someone in there from like I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different.
Let me look it up real quick.
Ian takes out a
Forget that we're
smartphone.
set in like the time period we are. When you said look it up, I'm like, oh, he's not pulling out a smartphone.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
reading through a
Look
book
through
real
his book.
fast. He's like flipping as fast as he can.
I'm flipping.
Ian takes out a smartphone from
It's
the
a
future.
great book. It's beautiful.
This is a lot better than my first thought, and that my plan was. So.
There is no section on possession.
I would bluntly ask the girl, quietly though. Oh no, I'm gonna send this to you in a DM, John, because I would want this to be secret.
Okay. Brackish just means salty and like gross water.
Yeah. Yep.
Doesn't
Yeah.
mean
It's
mixed
a
with
mixture
seawater.
of salt water and not salt.
Yeah, it's
water.
salt and fresh water.
Lightly
I'd whisper
salted and
that.
full of debris.
To the left side
Okay.
in particular.
I thought you said
This is a pond,
seawater.
motherfucker.
So she would say no and kind of look at you like agitated as she's kind of like trying to like help her eye. Can't you uncuff me?
I would at that point stand up. I would look over at Ian and say, without the cop around, this is technically, I'm going to put it on your shoulders to be your show. Do we keep her locked up or do we...
I took the keys to the cup with me.
Oh shit. That's somebody
Oh,
being-
there's going to be music first. There we go. Oh great. So we don't have the cuffs, so we just have a cuffed woman in a robe with nothing else that we have to trot through the forest to get the handcuff keys. We thought this
She's
one
clearly
through.
not. She's clearly not mentally well. We should probably keep her cuffed.
Yeah. Okay, well, better sorry, late than sorry, or something of that nature. I'd go behind her and lift her up. Like, I'd
Okay.
pick her up from her armpits and set her and be like, we have to go find the cop. He has the keys to these. And I would just start with her kind of, again, the character works in asylum. I would have her arm in a semi-lock, moving her forward like you would an unruly, like, asylum patient.
You'd see that she's walking on the ground with bare feet, and she moves as you kind of push her along.
Wow.
Meanwhile, as you start to kind of head out after Russell, you make it to the other side of Crooked Pond or Pout Pond. I did it wrong. We're on the wrong pond.
How many ponds are there?
It's fine. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Not quite the same thing. It's close.
Actually, vastly different, but...
Shut up. So you'd basically be entering from this side, and then you'd be making your way to this side. The pathing goes from there to the north. I have the description written down correctly, but I also have notes that are similar, and I'm done. So, but you make it over to the area where the footprints start, and kind of near to where the trunk stump is. Do you want to check out the stump first, or do you want to check out the footprints first?
Stump first.
Okay. You go over the stump and look at it. Looks like a lot of its roots are kind of up and out of the ground, almost as if like, a good portion of the earth around it has kind of taken its time to kind of seep down into the pond area. And it seems that it's hollowed out, the stump. There's a cap, like somebody kind of took a big portion of the actual innard of the tree and made a lid effectively, like they carved it out and then kind of pulled it up. And the lid's kind of set off to the side, and inside of the stump, kind of seated in it in an awkward way so that it's like, box kind of angled the right way, it's not going to sit inside of a hole it was just in. That kind of situation. It looks like the box is open. Contents spilled out all over the ground. A couple of bags look like they've broken. Definitely appears to be kind of white, powdery substance. And it looks like there is rifle ammunition.
But no rifle.
Rifle.
No rifle.
And we heard handgun shots.
Heard handgun shots.
Okay. I'm gonna put the bags that are on the ground back into the tree stump, and then put the lid back on it.
Okay, and what do you do with the broken up stuff on the ground? You just like push it into
I kind of push it into the ground,
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna kind of mentally try to mark this for myself.
Okay.
Don't need the bears getting into that cocaine.
And then I'll start trying to track the footprints, because I assume whoever was here definitely, did something with this.
By the time you start that process, I believe Ian and Robert and Tracy would probably be leading Joel and Lynn. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
So,
I'd be moving at a pace that she would allow, because I'm not going to hurt her on purpose.
yeah, she's not running, but she's kind of, it's a walk. Tracy, Ian, Robert, you would see bright blue stands out in the forest. Cop over there.
Yep, that's Russell.
He's copping all right.
Yes, he is.
Hey, that's where the guns and the drugs were.
Great.
Okay. Let me know what you guys are doing.
I'd be moving towards Russell.
Okay.
Yeah. Just walking in that direction.
Shouldn't we head towards the car? Maybe it's a safer bet.
I don't know.
Well, Russell's
I
right
don't-
over there.
I think we split up enough already. Maybe we gather and then go to the car.
Okay.
Also, I don't know how you explain to the townspeople we have a handcuffed naked woman in the back of the vehicle without the police officer with us.
Well, we couldn't drive it anyway. He has the key.
Russell, go ahead and make a track roll.
Now we're gonna have 6 people. Wait, no.
So these
Fumble.
came in on a moped.
these footprints
So we
are
that's a fumble.
super easy to follow. The thing that you were trying to kind of figure out is absolutely unknown to you. And your presumption is that this looks like, a whole mess of footprints, but you don't know how many people were here. Could have been one, and you're just bad at counting. Like real bad, like me bad at math. Or it could be like a dozen, somewhere in between there. And they all went north, and it's really not hard for you to track that, because they're running through the mud and there's big footprints. Even with a fumble, you're going to be able to tell they went over that way. And do you follow them over that way? Do you follow them over that way, Russell?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So you make your way on over, and he's hitting the northern side of this little patch of clearing here. Do you folks circumnavigate on the right side of the pond, or do you kind of follow
Yeah,
over
we
the
can
trunk?
get up at the north side of the pond.
Okay.
That
So,
way we're not trying to speed up to catch up.
Ian, there's something very strange about the pond from this angle as you're making your way from the south to the north. The water is very brackish, kind of got like a moor-like quality. It's like dark and kind of sedentary. But as you come around the corner, the way that the sun in the clouds above is hitting it, it almost seems like it's kind of reflecting its light up at you, like directly into your eyes. And the others seem to notice this too. But for you, it's like more noticeable.
Why?
Fucking pond. Does this every time?
It's very reflective, the surface of the pond.
It's almost mirror-like.
Russell,
God, if my character knew anything about the mirrors.
as you kind of come into the woods and kind of lose a bit of the tracks, you're kind of looking around, and you're pretty sure that they kept on going that way. Like, probably not going to split off and do other things. Do you just keep walking that direction, or are you going to stop and wait for the others?
If I notice them coming up to the pond,
Yeah.
I'll turn back around and start hitting back towards them.
Okay, you're not going to chase the footprints off?
No, I'll definitely notate it in my little pad that they kept going north, so I can let someone else know that there may be people with guns coming into their area.
Okay. It's not your problem. Oh my
Okay,
god.
well, if this pond is like a giant mirror, maybe we don't let Russell be on the other side of us. Because, like,
Yeah.
I remember Ian saying something about, like, if you get caught between two mirrors. And he's got those shades, and I don't like that.
Ooh, that's smart. That's smart.
I'm smart.
And everybody starts backing away as you approach Russell.
Yeah, I would start backing away.
And I would say, from your perspective, you didn't hear that, what they just said. So you just like start walking towards them, and you're like about to say, "Boy, howdy! Let me tell you what I found." And just as you're about to start saying that shit,
I would yell, "Take off your glasses!"
Why the fuck did you follow me? My one order was to stay there. And then I'll start walking towards them very briskly.
Take off your glasses.
This is in your jurisdiction.
you take off the glasses.
No.
Okay.
I would avert my eyes then.
I'm just walking towards them, like, essentially just complaining, like, I gave you one order, guys. The one thing I asked of you was to not follow me, so I don't have to worry about you getting shot.
Sorry, we don't see the man who said he saw someone melt is the most stable among us at the moment. So, sorry we don't follow every order.
I only gave you one. Literally, the only order I've given you the entire time we've been together is to stay put.
Russell, just look at yourself for a moment.
I take the shades off to look at myself.
Oh wait, hold on now.
This is why we don't follow it.
You do what? You take the
Damn.
shades off?
Yeah, I'll take the shades off.
And that's what he looks
Oh,
like.
you had a
without
picture!
Like night and day. He looks like such a hard ass, but then he looks like so boyish when you take the glasses off.
He does look like a boy. Yeah.
And this is why we don't listen to you. Also,
No, I do take
it's
the shades
because
off, though.
you didn't know how to get into the woods.
Swear to God. I
These
hope
are
they
all-
come back.
Robert,
I'm ready for a gunfight.
You're seeing them kind of chat there. I kind of moved your token against your will. Do you stick with the crew, or do you kind of look? I mean, you notice the things that Russell noticed when he entered in. You'd see the stump, you'd see the footprints in the loam over there. You go check it out and start taking shots.
Hey.
Yeah, you.
Sorry. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Do you follow the footprints, like kind of like as they're kind of yakking over there? Because like again, it's a box, it's a trunk. You're not allowed to open it. You don't think it looks like it's been closed, so you're just like, I'm not going to touch anything. I don't want to touch anything. And then the footprints. If you'd like to make a track roll, you can.
I don't think I'm having any good at it, but I'll try.
Probably not.
I think you start with like a base 10.
I do have a base 10, and
My
that's
very
Yeah.
first Call of Cthulhu.
Be
character
better
was
than
like
the cop.
70.
You're pretty sure that at least one individual to upwards of 6 individuals were probably making their way in this footprint track, and they headed due north. And you're pretty sure it just goes straight on in. It's very hard for you to lose these tracks up until you get into the woods proper.
I'm gonna turn back around because that's not safe.
You're just throwing that bait on the hook. Nobody's biting.
Oh,
Hey, what if I didn't
Well,
have
I
the
can go.
woman?
I can walk.
I have a-
I'll walk back, and I'll say like, yeah, there's like a bunch of people went north.
yeah, I was gonna go that way until you guys decided to come up behind me. So now I have to come back here and see what the fuck you want.
I think we should put her in the car.
car's the opposite direction.
What?
The car's the opposite direction of here. You came this way when you could have went the other way to the car.
I mean, I don't see why we can't just keep her with us. Like,
Okay.
I mean, if it was her choice to be out here barefoot and like naked, and
Would
shit,
would she know these people? Has anybody asked yet?
She kind of looks up at you and says, "I don't even know why I'm being detained."
because you're
Detained
out
is
in the
a strong
woods
word.
naked
You're out in the woods naked with a cloak and
and
your
your
eyeballs
body
falling
is
out.
in the morgue.
I'm wearing it. And then she starts coughing violently and drops to her knees. Just coughing, like, very violently.
I'm back to
Yeah.
listening.
Medical attention.
At first
That's
it's like
what
a...
happens
at
when
first
you're
it's like
naked in
a-
autumn in Massachusetts.
It's your
Wow, have a heart. Have a heart.
It's your
She's
fault.
having trouble.
Holy shit.
Put her in the car to keep her warm. Drive her back.
God, I gotta get her to play more games so there can be massaging. I don't have to do it, so there's no canceling. But no, yeah, she's coughing violently. At first, it seems like, okay, she'll be done in a second. I've had a bad cough before. Then it goes on for about 30 or so seconds until she stops and just starts breathing heavily with like a wheeze to her throat.
But she
I
didn't
would-
die of tuberculosis. Come
I'd
on.
check her again with first aid, just do a very quick, like, I'd ask her, is everything okay?
Can you listen to her chest through her back?
I definitely could.
Yeah, go ahead and make another first aid
I
roll.
would have to pull up the cloak. I have to be honest, because you don't hear that well through.
Listen,
I'm guessing
I'm
what is a
Pretty
thick
sure we've
cloak.
all seen it.
You want to
Besides,
first?
she's got Ian's jacket blocking the rest of her.
Oh, that would have to come off.
I should have done a
What if she
guy.
opened
I
it
should have done... I feel less awkward about
Yeah,
it.
when you made it a woman and all this was happening, I was like, "There's gonna be situations that are going to
Yeah,
have to
no,
be
it's
weird."
fine. We're gonna keep it weird. I was just about to say something that, as a line, would have been terrible. And she doesn't resist, so
Okay, I'll roll.
Oh damn, the implication.
yeah, that's
But
why.
it's again checking. What do I hear when I put my ear to her back?
Yeah, so it definitely sounds like there's fluid in her lungs. It definitely sounds like she's kind of, that wheezing and that rattle seems to be coming from some sort of fluid in her lungs. She doesn't spit anything up, so it's not leaving the lungs proper. But her coughing is very heavy, so your presumption is that it is causing agitation on that process. With a hard success, you also notice that your strange rhythm is now even stranger. It's like 3 beats on the first and 3 beats on the second.
What happens? She's small. You said this. What happens if I move her closer to the water?
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
not talking dunking her in or anything, but moving her closer.
Okay.
I got a hunch.
So you start dragging her towards the pond.
Slowly. I don't want to make it look horrible.
Handcuffed?
But yeah.
There's no
Take
other way to
pictures
look
if
at
she's
this.
not
I'm
not
gonna stop
naked.
Ian from taking her to, or not Ian. Why do I keep
Ian,
saying
every
I don't
Ian?
want-
time.
I'm not
It's
trying
the
to
whole
drown
punk
her.
aesthetic. Immediately, he's the villain, and it's awesome for me.
I must
Why
break
would
your
Ian- why would Ian do
stereotype.
this?
I must break your
Why would
stereotype.
Ian do this?
I'm gonna stop Joel from
Fucking hell.
taking her to the lake.
You know what?
Joel,
That's
just
the easiest.
set her down. Just set her down. I'm gonna
What do
walk
I
up to
hear
her.
as it moves closer?
You
I
don't
keep
get
doing
it. You don't get it that far. Russell says to stop. Do you not
Yeah,
stop?
no, I stop her.
Yeah, he can say he's saying to
Okay,
stop.
so what
That's
do you-
cool. I'm moving
You
her
see
forward.
him, basically, we're at the very first footstep, so I want to resolve this. Russell, what do you do after he disobeys a
Yeah, I'm
lawful
gonna
order?
go get in his way and stop him.
Okay. Yeah,
That's cool. I get a couple steps first.
Yeah, you don't get that much closer and nothing really changes.
Okay.
Put her down. And
Then
then
let her go.
I look
I'd
at her.
say-
What's the last thing you remember before meeting us and me handcuffing you?
I was walking around and I heard someone saying to me to come up the hill. Oh, I did.
Where were you walking around at?
Oh, down there. Away.
Is she pointing towards the?
She's not pointing
Tracks.
because she's currently got a handcuff.
Sure. Okay.
Facts.
Do you know whose voice it was, or do you recognize it?
No, not really, but it just felt warm and inviting.
Okay. Well, I don't know how inviting these people with the guns are. So, the rest of you, take her back to my car. I will be there as soon as I can. I'm going to go try to find these people with the said guns to at least get a general tale on where they're going.
There had to be at least 6 of them.
Russell, didn't you want multiple people with you for a reason, and part of that being like so that you could take out people with guns and bears? I don't think it's a good idea for you to go after someone or someones with guns all by yourself. Especially
At
when
this
you
point, I
don't
feel like
know
I'm
these
better
words.
going off by myself. So I don't have to hear that she's possessed or keep bringing her with us. You know, you all go back with her. She's not going to break free from
Nice
5
knowing
of
you. I did my job.
or 4 of you.
Again, there's at least 6 to 8 of them.
I'm not going to take them on. I'm just going to try to find out their hideout. I'm
Can
not
you give
dumb
us
enough
the
to try to
keys
fight
to your
them.
car, please?
I'm not giving you my keys. It's unlocked. You can sit in it.
Yeah, it's a small
we
town.
still
Did you guys
have
really
the
think the
moped
car
we
doors were
can
going to be
take.
locked?
I mean,
Yes.
there's also the moped. We could take her back on the moped.
Oh, there
That's
might be
fine.
guns in the trunk.
I think the moped's at the police station.
Which
Actually.
car?
The trunk is
I
locked.
think that the moped is
I
the
thought
police
they-
station, yeah.
Oh, I thought 2 of them
No,
took
they
the
put it in the
moped.
trunk. It's in the trunk.
So we won't all be able
Oh,
to fit in
shit,
the car
yeah.
anyway. It's a 5-person vehicle.
We could have someone lay flat in the back on people's laps.
Oh yeah, we'll just put the cloaked lady on top of our laps in the back. It'll be
Oh, that's
fine.
perfect. Yeah, that makes things so much worse.
I call shotgun. I call
What?
shotgun.
Double canceled.
Good thing I'm driving. I imagine it being like a
I don't
like,
know if you
probably
are
an older
driving. 'cause,
police
like,
car. It's
if
probably
you,
a bench seat up front. So I mean,
If you
Oh, yeah.
die
It
out
probably
here
fits.
with the
So it definitely
keys, then
fits
you're
6.
just leaving us stranded.
If I don't come back within 40 minutes, you're not going to be dumb enough to keep sitting in the car waiting on me, are you?
Well, then we
You're in
have
a
to walk all the
town
way
or close
back.
enough. You're a tour guide. You walk all the time.
I don't know, Russell. It seems like your responsibility is to us right here.
This girl's barefoot.
You should probably radio
We'll
back
pick her
to
up pretty easy. I'm
the.
sure he could carry her.
Shouldn't you radio back to make sure, get like.
Pause
Other
for a
cops
second.
here?
So we're going to go ahead and notate. So the authority figure then states, and again, I understand it's Brent. It's easy to yell back at him. Obviously, he's got the cute face. He locks the glasses down and he says, "Get back to the car. I will be back after you in a moment." As an authority figure, if you keep doing what you're doing, everybody but Russell, you are willingly disobeying a lawful order, and you as good citizens would recognize that. If you wish to continue to rebel, you can, but I want to make sure that the cut line is, Russell, you'll have to start detaining these people.
I'm not a super good citizen, but okay.
So I'm going to take photos.
You don't need photos.
All right.
Back to the car.
Hey, I'm just trying to make a good story. And he'll start walking towards the car.
You'd also note that Russell is leaving the box. Do you want to take it and say, I'm taking it back for evidence, and you can put it in the car? Or do you just leave it, Robert?
Do you want me to take this back? He'll look at the box and then pick it up and say, "Do you want me to take this back to the car?
Yes, please. Thank you.
To the car? Bring it back to the car? Okay.
There we go. Get those
Car.
accents back
Yes,
on,
please.
folks.
Thank
Car
you.
that's not in the garage.
The car that's not in the car pack?
It's not in the car park or the garage.
Or the garage. It's wicked
And
sick.
The garage?
Russell,
Wicked.
you
Wicked.
make your way back up past the tree line. Everybody else, you make your way back towards the cat.
Is there any way and I mean this.
Oh yeah, if you want to try and push her closer to the water.
No, I want to go. I'm going to hand her over to Ian.
Yeah.
And turn to Russell and say, as much as I think you can handle yourself, I think being alone with 6 or 7 people may not be the best idea. I'll go with you, and I would even pull out my boot knife and hand it to Ian to show that, like, I don't have anything. Because I know he's probably... I was an MP, I get it, he'd be flustered in this situation. So I would be like, I just want you to have a partner.
Fine.
If you say
You
no
know
there,
what I'm
I'll
gonna
walk
say? I'm
back.
probably just gonna shoot you.
Okay. Wait, what did you say? I heard shoot you.
I said fine, but if you don't listen to what I have to say when we get in here, I'm just gonna shoot you.
Fine. I'll listen. I'll go with you. And I'd look over at Ian and say, please keep it sane. And turn back, because we just had a photographer, a young girl, and just a police officer who's like so bloodhound dead set on something that I'm just like, please keep sane. Like,
you make your way past the tree line with Joel behind you, kind of following. Pistol out, kind of moving through the space. Relatively dark, cloudy day. You've got your flashlight, you're keeping an eye out, looking around. Tracks are, as I mentioned, pretty hard for you to track beyond this point, but with Joel's eyes present there, Joel, go ahead and make a track roll.
oh, it's not gonna be
I know it's not.
better.
So it is marginally better than Russell's, because Russell got a fumble. So as Russell's kind of looking around, you're able to kind of point out, hey, I think they continued on this way. And Russell looked like he was going to kind of start leading off in a totally random direction. When you kind of point out to the ground, like why you believe it's over, just a little over this way, Russell, you're able to see the wisdom of his suggestion. Head over to where the tracks appear to really go. Ultimately, after about 2 or so minutes of walking in the woods, you come to a point where you see what appears to be a person who has been folded in half, backwards, smashed into a tree. Near to where that corpse is, there is a pistol, and it looks as though the person in question was caught completely by surprise by the look on their face. So, again, at the base of the tree, person is folded. Hold on. Why we have this guy.
Those have been such good photos.
Person is folded. Their top portion is against the surface of the tree. Their lower portion is on the ground. It looks like something heavy kind of slammed into their back and forced them to the ground, and broke their spine at the lower vertebrae in the strike. The person in question looks like, he's wearing like a raggedy t-shirt, blue jeans. Looks like he's got a kind of makeshift holster for the pistol. And he has a satchel. And when you kind of lift up the kind of lip of the satchel and look inside, there's about 3 of those bags of white powder. And another magazine for the pistol. Which, the pistol looks like it is a... oh god, what's the name of the... It's M1911.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pick up the pistol and the magazine and hand him over to Joel.
So the first thing you notice upon picking up the pistol, and I don't know if you're gun knowledgeable or not, but the slide is completely back, and that's an indicator for a semi-automatic pistol that the last round has been expended from the weapon.
Yeah, I'll hand them to him and be like, you're probably going to need these if whatever fucked him up comes after us.
Didn't seem to do him much good.
Hope you're a better shot.
You say as you drop the slides and slide in the next one? Or no, are you not fucking with the gun?
I would very limited knowledge on guns, but I would understand to like put one and cock it. What I wouldn't understand is where the safety would be on a gun like that. So I would be holding it still, like it's not going in my pocket or anything, because I need to keep it pointed away.
Probably down at the ground in front of you. Perfect. Okay, so looking around. You already failed your tracking rolls, but from what you can tell, the footprints, as far as you understand them, lightened up when you kind of got more into the surface and away from the pond, and it looks like they kind of stop here. And the other thing that's really kind of just crazy is the blood exerted from this individual seems to have shot up the tree like a good 10 feet. Like, so the person was hit, like a, yeah, exactly, there you go. That's a very good visual, thank you.
Could I would be looking up a bit, because something that heavy also needs to be big usually.
Yeah.
So I'd be looking up to see if there's like broken limbs or anything of that nature. I'd be looking around also for like burrows on trees, like the dig outs on trees where something large would run into a tree and like leave an impact or rip off
that's
bark.
That's a really great thing. And you kind of look back the way that you came, and what you notice is that there's a pretty solid 12 to 15 foot clearance, and you can actually tell that it looks like a lot of the low hanging branches are broken effectively on the path that you were coming here. Because you asked the question correctly. Yeah, you notice that it looks like a lot of the branches were kind of cleared out by something moving.
I'd look over at Russell and say, I don't think we're dealing with a group of people. And I would point up and show him and hopefully convey the level of like terrified I would be at that. Just genuinely speaking, how low are these branches? Like, are they like 7 feet,
12,
8
15 feet?
6? Okay, that's what you meant by that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd
So
be
basically, like
"Have you
something
ever-"
that was that size or larger kind of ran through those branches. Is what I'm trying to say. They're like broken. Some of them like hit the ground. Some of them are like broken and they're like kind of like not. They're hanging on by like the bits, you know, that kind of shit.
I would also then look down at the ground and make sure they were people's feet. We said we saw a lot of like footprints, but
yeah, so
if something that large, they were not stacked on each other.
You know when like the mud kind of like you kind of like put something in it, it kind of like creates a big kind of divot. The best way to describe the lots of footprints is an above the table kind of notice. Is nobody made the tracking roll sufficient enough to gauge how many people are running with all those big... Because you're not taking big, wide strides when you're running through the mud. It's more of like a step, step, and kind of like pulling your feet out with a slurp as that's happening.
Gotcha.
I'd look over at Russell and go, do you guys not get issued radios anymore or anything like that? Should we... Is that stuck on the car? Should we go back, like run back and call this in as well?
Yeah, let's start heading back.
Yeah, I also would offer the handgun to him because again, I don't have gun skill or any like my character would never have reason to. So I'd say, do you want to handle? I can still hold this if you want, but like I can't use this. Like, I don't know how to use this.
Sure, I'll holster my revolver and take that gun.
Okay. Honestly, your revolver's probably better, so you'll probably just hit the safety, throw it in the satchel that you clear off the dead guy, and then kind of like keep your service revolver out. Yeah,
gotcha.
You don't train with an M1911. You train with the service revolver, so like shooting downrange like with a pistol. I don't know if you ever have, but it kind of varies, and if you've spent a lot of hours on one, you're probably not going to be as clean with the other one, especially since it's got a bunch of working parts and shit. Okay. Those of you who are heading back to the car, let's move back to the big map, and I'm going to change the music back to the more happy music. Which means I'm going to kill you all. JK. But as you head back to the car, obviously the car is kind of near to the old house, right? You park kind of like a ways away from it where you could. You're making your way from Pout Pond, and you're kind of passing Gabriel Hill. Are you doing so on the north side of Gabriel Hill or the south side of Gabriel Hill?
Which way did we go previously?
Came from the south up Gabriel Hill.
We're probably going from the north because we're probably going to be doing as direct of a line as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to round the top of it. Okay. Cool. As you're doing so, you would notice over in the direction of Crooked Pond, there appear to be pale lights kind of glowing over there. And it's, again, it is a sunny day, but it's overcast, right? Heavily overcast. And so you've got this kind of bright sun in the sky, getting closer to like 2-ish. You know, we kind of hit that noon point when we hit Gabriel Hill. I presume you've been kind of wandering and talking to naked ladies and investigating basements for the better part of a couple hours.
Okay.
But as you're kind of like getting to this point, it's, you know, darker, fall, sun drops earlier, and you're noticing that there are these strange kind of glowing fog bits over in the direction of Crooked Pond. And I'll mark that on the map for you, but I think one of you already knows where it's at.
No, isn't it the other one?
This is Pout Pond, and then this is Crooked Pond.
Oh, okay.
So it's a bit northeast of where you're headed. But I'd say the lights are kind of identifiably separate from the sunlight, and there's probably about 2 or 3 of them. I'd say that Tracy, to you, it appears that there are 3. To Robert, it appears that there are 2. And to Ian, I'd say you'd probably think there's 3 as well.
There isn't 5 lights?
There are 4 lights.
Okay. Are these like the Nelson lights?
Yeah.
Again, they could be, but I believe we discussed you've never seen those.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of weird shit's happening today, so not writing it off.
Are they white? Are they blue?
So they don't have a coloration to them. It's mostly just kind of a grayish light in the distance because it's overcast, a bit foggy over there.
Are they in our path? Like they're in our way?
No. So it basically here. Hold on. Handle this.
Yeah, I'm having a trouble remembering where everything was.
Totally fine. We're gonna go ahead and use Tracy as the mascot for the team.
Yay!
Okay. So if you're passing you start here, right? You move towards Gabriel Hill, and you elected to go kind of to the north side of it, right? About 620 meters, a little bit of time to travel through the woods. And as you kind of make your way around the northern side of that hill, what you're seeing across that kind of open field is some more trees, and these are the trees that surround Crooked Pond that you would know about, Tracy. And then you would see that in this kind of area, there are kind of like glowing lights. And per your perception, Tracy and Ian, about 3 of them. And Robert, you're pretty certain it's just 2.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do we want to go fuck with that, or?
You wear glasses though, right, Robert?
I mean, he told us to go back to the car.
Yeah, I really don't care what Russell says.
You're the boss.
Am I? Okay, well, then let's go see these lights. You
Well,
can take pictures of them.
we do have this lady with us, yeah?
Yeah, well, she's fake. Like, I'm fairly certain her body is in the morgue.
No,
Can I poke him on the shoulder?
I'm uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, you should be. It's kind of weird that she's, like, walking around and stuff when she's actually in the morgue. But yeah, like, I mean, the lights are just right there. We can just make a stop.
I mean, it is on the way.
It's
Right away, yeah.
Again, it's not terribly far apart. You don't have to go with each other. You could split up.
Yeah, that
That's
sounds
what-
like a
that's
great
what you'd
idea.
want.
Tracy, you wander these
Sorry.
woods alone. You don't care, right? Like it's.
Yeah, I know. I don't care. Like for me, no, but for
Oh.
them, I'm pretty sure. The cop had issues with trying to figure out how to get into the woods, and then Joel is the only person who apparently knows anything about this area other than me. And now I've got these two out of townies
These two city
wandering
folk.
around. Yeah, like I really don't think that they should be without me. So I'm gonna go over here and suggest that they come with me.
You know what? Locking in on tour guide mode. I love that. That's great.
I mean, why wouldn't we?
Right?
Ian,
It'll be great for the Gazette.
do you want to try and find your way back to the car without going to the lights?
No, I'm gonna follow. No, that seems like a foolish idea. I just wish Tracy had a little more compassion for whatever this thing is that seems to be suffering a little bit, regardless of what it's all about.
What are you talking about?
A woman.
She would say, kind of like looking at you with her like, looks like she got slammed in the face kind of eye, and they're just like absolutely horridly like shivering.
Robert's gonna say, not cool calling them a thing, dude.
It's too bad the 80s predate the word woke.
How did you end up out here in just a cloak anyway?
I said I don't know.
What?
Yeah, okay.
They asked. You already asked. You said, "What's the last thing I remember?" And I said it. I was.
Yeah, that was before I actually got here.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. I don't know what they asked before I got here.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was at the lake.
Yeah, it was at the lake.
It was at the lake.
Was it?
We only encountered.
Yeah, you've been here for as long as she's been around. I think, like shortly after she started getting detained. That's the word we're gonna go with.
Okay. I
Okay.
thought they had it.
No worries.
I missed that part then.
All good. So we're going towards the lights, says Team Tracy, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's all go towards the light.
Okay, so Russell and Joel, are you making your way back to Stout and then making your way back to Gabriel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would-
heading back to the car where I assumed the people I told to go there were going.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me, the two of you, a natural world roll.
Wait, who?
Ooh, I am bad.
Who?
Two out there in the wilds by themselves.
Uh,
You don't have a Tracy.
Fuck, dude, we're
Okay.
bad.
we're turned around.
So when you get to Gabriel Hill, would you have headed north or would you have headed south to go around it?
Which way did we come in from?
You came in
If
from
I
the south of
remember.
it. So if you're trying to follow
Came
the
in from
route
the
you
south.
came in, then that would be south.
I'm following the route I came in. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, I'm following the route I came in because I'm bad with directions.
Got it. Alright, locked in. I like that. Tracy, you get to Crooked Pond. Pause me while I switch back to the creepy music. And move us to Crooked Pond, which is actually, this is really for real's Crooked Pond this time. Sorry for getting the wrong pond last time. Yeah, get out of there. And then you should be able to drag and drop your tokens onto the board. You're doing so on the bottom left side, or, sorry, this area here. That's fine, or over on the left side is also good, either way.
Where are the tokens?
You
'Cause I
just
see...
use your character sheet and...
Yeah, but like... Okay. My character sheet is having trouble loading. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Character token different. There we go. So, when you come out of the woods into this area, there are definitely a lot of footprints around. Very noticeable. The leaves are kind of all over the ground. There's a certain kind of difference here on the closer to the tree line, though. Unlike the other side, the ground has a certain hardness to it. It's almost as if the water content of the muck is kind of lower and was more able to freeze with the cold temperatures in the night. But as you're kind of stepping on it, instead of like squishing like mud, it's kind of more of like a crackling like mud. cold chill mud. Across the way from you, kind of near the middle divide of Crooked Pond, you would see what looks like a bunch of pieces of wood. Looks like possible parts of construction that have been kind of set up in what appears to be like a child's like fort. Like kids got a hold of a hammer and nails and basically started building a fort in the woods just over there. From this distance, you can see what looks like very childish looking kind of paint on one of the flat slats of wood that says Crooked Angels. There's like a very just bad drawing of what appears to be like a devil.
Cool. It's punk.
Hell yeah.
And Grok.
The lights are just kind of a trick of the light, really. It seems that the pond itself is actually reflecting a bit of the light up into the fog around it. It, too, has the same problem as the other pond. Its middle, or its surface, though it has kind of like a blackish color, the surface of the pond has a very reflective property that seems to be kind of causing the sunlight to kind of bounce off of it very clearly.
Huh.
So if we look up, we don't see the lights, or we do see lights.
The lights are not. It's a trick of the light. The sunlight
Trick
is
of the
hitting
light.
the mirror, or hitting the mirror surface of the pond, which is then rising up into the foggy atmosphere around this area, which is making it look like there are balls of light because it's not a massive amount of light. It's just enough to kind of create like a pulse of light, or a bit of light there.
Oh. Right, but we're not able to figure out the reason why it's showing up.
Yeah, no, I explained it. So yeah, you would see at this point, now that you're there, you'd see it's a trick of the light. There are no physical lights.
I'd pick up a
Gotcha.
flat stone and try to skim it across the surface of the water.
Yeah,
I'm smart.
pat, 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 and as it does so, like you can kind of see distortions in the light. It's kind of a very strange kind of reflective surface, but then it hits on the other side, and you see it kind of trace across the scum.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Guess that explains the light.
If kind of given a second, Lynn will try and sit down.
I mean, I guess let her.
Of course.
She sits
Aren't
down on
there
a rock.
3 of these ponds? Is that it? Or is it 2? Because there's Crooked Pond, and then there's the one we were just at.
Out pond.
What's the...
Just 2.
Yeah, what's the other? Just 2. And what's directly between them?
Gabriel Hill.
Yeah, I thought so. That's cool. That's not suspicious at all, or anything like maybe they used these for cult stuff. Remember, we're trying to keep it sane.
Yep.
Do you go check out the fort, or do you just kind of, once you see that there are no lights, just kind of make your way back to the car?
I would like to check out the fort.
Yeah, why not? We're here already.
Okay. And what about you, Robert?
I try to take a picture of the light just for fun.
Yeah, you kind of back off a bit to kind of see, like, if you can capture, like, what you were seeing when you kind of came out here. I'm going to make you make a photography roll.
Hey. Oh. Photography rolling. Working on it. It is... Where's that? There it is.
You managed to get a shot of the woods with that success. You managed to get a shot of the woods and of the light. That's like, it's the spiritual, like, successor or predecessor of like the Windows 11 kind of loading screens, right? Like you'll see somebody's random photography of like the woods. Like that's the shit you just captured, and it's like a perfect illumination of this natural phenomenon. And you're kind of like really happy with yourself. But while you're doing that, Tracy and Ian, you slowly make your way over to the fort. There's a smell of rot kind of present to the space. And when I say rot, I don't mean of like a dead body or something. I mean like food or just like rotted wood. Yeah, exactly. And when you kind of come over to the fort, you'd see that it has been situated to be a little bigger than you initially kind of expected from seeing it. And it looks like somebody has taken the effort into kind of pulling up root and trunk a tree and kind of moving it away from this hole that's now been created, and basically dug out this small little area and surrounded it with wood panels. And then there are a couple of like rope ladders that go up to sections in the tree that have flat panels kind of attached to the branches, kind of creating like multi-levels of above you. Nothing terribly high. Yeah, like nothing terribly high, but like maybe 15 feet is the highest one, or 20 feet is the highest one, and that's like a little lookout area that they built, and then everything else is just kind of like a little bit more sturdy and large. You were gonna ask
I'm sorry, how big was the tree that they took out, trunk and all?
So again, you don't see any you don't see the trunk or the tree, so you don't know how big that was.
The width of it?
Yeah, based on the hole or crater that was left by its removal in the ground, you'd probably say it was like the same size as the other old growth trees you've seen in this forest. Pretty big, like maybe a good 5-6 feet diameter tree, right?
A bunch of kids would have a hard time doing that.
Fair to say.
But I mean, what if their dads came out here and built this for them?
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's check out the inside of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try climbing one of the ropes. It's like a gym class.
The smell of rot, the up above areas, the hole itself, the walls. There are definitely some things to kind of examine here. Tracy, what would be your first point of interest? It sounded like you were kind of talking about the ropes, but I'm not going to force that on you.
Yeah, maybe, but it seems like it's probably not a good idea. I think I'd be smart enough to know that this place is probably like a breath away from falling down. It smells rotted. It's got holes. That's a smart person. So ground level.
And you've definitely seen this place in passing, but you've never been inside of it. It's just never been something that anybody's been interested in. It looks
derelict.
It looks shitty, but like it looks very shitty, right? Like it doesn't look like it was built by professionals, and it doesn't look like it's a point of interest for anybody that would be coming touring here because it's not a ghost.
But maybe cults want that. Maybe they would like it to look uninviting.
Yeah. So what's your focus again? I'm sorry.
Ground level.
Ground level.
Is there an entrance or
you're looking for like
hole that I can walk through?
And yeah, you're definitely able to get inside. On the ground level, like you've got the walls themselves. There's the actual like crater in the ground. It looks like there's some kind of small little like, not technically rooms, but like it's almost like someone built kind of makeshift like little nooks. Yeah, with like old sheets as cover, right, instead of doors.
That's weird. It's like they had a whole little bunkhouse in here. I want to look at this crater. What's going on with the crater?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make an occult roll for me. And then, Ian, while you're watching Tracy kind of like look at the grounds, what are you focusing on? Anything in particular?
Yeah, I guess the graffiti that you described earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. Similarly, I'll have you go ahead and make an occult roll.
You know what? I'm going to push that. I need what to get?
You want luck? You want to throw luck on it?
5 luck? Yeah, I'm going to throw 5 luck on it. Oop.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to roll luck. I meant to... How the heck do I do the thing?
Okay, so, Tracy looks at the ground and sees that there are very strange markings on the ground. Very strange looking markings. And as she kind of goes over them, kind of focuses in on them, what she realizes is that the markings that are kind of in the ground, they look like they are not so much just carved in the dirt. It looks like small pieces of wood have been kind of buried into the dirt to kind of create a slightly more permanent kind of measure of these markings. And when I say a piece of wood, I don't mean like, sticks or anything. It's like someone took twigs and kind of like carved out little holes in the dirt and then settled them inside into what appear to be characters. And the characters in question, Tracy, look like the ones that were on the door back at Gabriel's house.
Oh, neat.
Okay?
We don't know how to read that, right?
No, unfortunately. I would say with your success just being kind of measured, that was to kind of glean that it was the same symbols that were on the door.
So this is definitely cult related.
Yep.
Outside the door, you're looking at the paint.
The
and
graffiti. Yeah.
you would see that this devil that's been kind of designed out on side, for some reason, as you're looking at it, it just looks very, I don't know, it looks like it's very articulately done.
What does that mean?
Like, it doesn't look like they did anything about the design by accident. And what I mean by that is it looks like the head of this devil, it's long and like it's almost like a tentacle with horns growing out of the side of it, so it creates this like pitchfork like head. But it's very, very childishly done. It doesn't look like a skilled artist did it, but it's like, when a kid does like a painting of their dad, like the dad has certain features like glasses or something to that effect.
So it was done with purpose, but it is kind of childlike skill.
Yeah, it's not your typical devil, right? It wasn't painted in red. It was kind of painted in this kind of like darker color with like red accents. And then like it has a shape to it that seems like it wasn't something they just, saw somewhere or made up. It's like it feels like it has inspiration.
Okay.
Now, if you'd like to make a Cthulhu Mythos roll, you may.
Oh boy. Okay. I think I'm gonna try
You
that.
cannot spend luck on Cthulhu Mythos, by the way. It's not bad, for your first attempt. It definitely seems familiar, but without your libraries back at Arkham, you're just not sure. All right. Robert, you kind of make your way over, look around. You don't see them at first, but again, you could spot a fucking cloaked figure off in the woods hundreds of miles away. So you notice that they're inside the tree fort. You walk over that way?
Yes.
Is there anything about what we've described so far with the tree fort that you're interested in investigating?
No, just
General shot. If you're just doing general shots, that's cool. But if you have something that you heard about that you're like you want to ask about, let me know.
I don't have
No worries. Just for pacing.
great history.
It's okay. No worries. For pacing, we're just going to.
Could I do a history roll on the?
Oh, there wouldn't really be any history
on the
in
childish
this.
shit?
Yeah,
Okay.
there wouldn't really be any history in this. It's very much just a bunch of kids who appear to have building a fort.
That's what. Okay.
No worries. Moving to the outside. So Russell and Joel, you get a little bit off the trail and end up somewhere where you don't remember. And when you get there, see a cloaked figure standing in the woods about the same height as Lynn in this kind of very strange little clearing. And the light seems to have pierced the clouds, and it's got this very dusky kind of like, autumnal glow in the area. And there you see her, the cloaked figure.
I
Another.
think they might be evil triplets. And he says that with a very, like, I don't know if it came off as that, but it's a very sarcastic tone.
You walk over towards her to see and, like, re-detain her?
I'm definitely walking towards her.
Okay.
I would grab his arm and say, "Can we think for a moment? We just saw a guy bent in half, and this is the second cloaked figure we've seen in the woods. Can we have a little bit of thought before just running in?"
He pulls out his gun.
No.
Yeah, I never put it up. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, you did. You definitely weren't walking around with your pistol drawn this whole time. Not in the woods. You're not dumb. You trip over you trip over a root, you fall. That revolver's going off, and it's hitting something. You're holding it like. No, you definitely got trigger control.
Yeah, I can shoot it, but
No, you wouldn't let me move the girl towards the lake earlier. We're not shooting this one, so let's. I go yell out. You're a cop. Do your cop thing.
yeah. I mean, that's what I was gonna do as I was walking towards her before you stopped me.
Yeah, that's why he pulled his gun. That's why he pulled his gun out.
Again, refer back to the guy bent in half with a gun next to him earlier.
Russell, if you kind of like focus on the task at hand, you brandish your pistol, and then what do you say to her as you slowly approach?
This is Officer Baker. Please lift your arms out of your cloak. Hopefully, you're not naked. And turn around slowly, please.
Okay. When she turns around, the wind catches the hood and throws it back. Mm-hmm. And Joel, you would recognize the woman standing before you as your mother. And I would like for both of you to make a sanity roll. I'm going to give a penalty die to Joel. I'm going to give a bonus dice to Russell, because what's about to happen, he's already seen happen once before. You're going to click bonus. Russell, you nailed it. You're a veteran of this shit. And then you don't need to roll the penalty die. I don't think rolling... Oh, no, critical failure is a possibility. No? 82? You need a 99 or 100 for critical fail, right?
Yeah.
98.
Yeah. So you can't critically fail with an 82, even if you hit that bonus. So we're good. We're good. You watch as she turns and faces you, and when she looks at you, a look of pain comes over her eyes. And Joel, you think you hear her say something, and I'll leave that for you to remember exactly what she's saying, because it's definitely familiar. But as she looks at you, you'd see her melt like wax, but under a very bright light. The cloak seems to just catch to flame, and the whole of the matter in a very short span is nothing more than just a small, burning cloak out there in the middle of this weird patch. You failed your sanity roll. Roll a d6. And Russell, go ahead and just take one sanity.
Okay.
And yeah, Chandler, you lose 3. As you watch your mother melt.
Very glad I don't have the gun with me still. No, it'd be pointed at something. I'd be speechless, like genuinely speechless.
Mouth agape, just absolutely terrified. Since you did fail it though, you didn't lose a bunch of sanity in that one, so it's just a good old fashioned sanity loss. Yep. I remember how this game works. Running a lot of different games right now. I'm sorry. I forgot a lot about Alien.
Of systems.
And I am ready to run it again. Better this time.
Alien.
So good, so good. But anyway, Joel, mouth agape, staring off at the burning remnant. Russell, putting his pistol away. Got her.
Okay, so number 2 of people melting. I turned to Joel. That's what happened to the guy in the cage when you heard that scream.
I wouldn't speak. I'd be stunned.
Fair enough. I go up to him and kind of put my hand on his shoulder and shake him like, "Hey, you good? I know it's freaky, but..."
No, I'm not good. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Did you know her?
Yeah. That's not important right now. We need to get back to the group. Something's happening.
I hate to say it, but I do agree with you.
Okay. So I'll give you 2 shots here. You're gonna roll 2 rolls for me, folks. You're gonna roll natural world, and then you're gonna roll spot hidden as you more desperately look for the trap.
Oh, it was so close.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys are definitely not woods folk.
Oh, come on. I'll use 4 luck. I'll
But you
use
said
4
you
luck,
s-
depending
29,
on if he
28,
gets it.
27, 26. You need to spend 5 luck to get a 29 down to a 25.
Did you say natural
it's-
world or spotted?
It's so close.
Not-
It was just
not-
for me and
Yeah,
Russ.
just for Brent and Joel.
Oh, okay.
You have
Okay.
Tracy. She knows
Yep.
her way because she succeeded in the natural world early.
I used it.
Okay.
I know we're early, but these characters can die.
Yes, they can. So you manage to kind of get your bearings and make your way back to the car. With this very short little stop, you are definitely going to make it back to the car before Tracy's team. Back to Tracy's team. Robert, you kind of walk up and see the fort. It doesn't look terribly interesting, but you snap a couple of shots here and there. Tracy, you see what you see. Ian, you see what you see. And kind of, then come back together to compare notes.
I'll tell you about the runes that were in the ground, or whatever they are. Markings, sigils, whatever you want to call them. They're like the cult ones that we saw up on the hill.
Pretty crazy for kids to be playing on here.
I mean,
Maybe nowadays, but back then, hell no. I spent most of my time up on a hill fucking building forts, bro.
Oh no, no, no. I meant
Right?
like
Oh, okay, because the
how
city.
dangerous the woods are.
Okay,
like the
cities.
sigils and the devil.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
mean, I know that
No,
stuff's kind of
trust me.
gaining traction with all that D&D stuff going on, but I don't know. I feel like this is too much like what was up there. Kids shouldn't be doing that, though. Anyway, are we good? Do we want to move on? Do we want to look at this more? Do we just go to the car?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay, let's go, Lynn.
I would help her up.
She's not there.
Sneaking suspicion.
I was waiting for someone to mention it, but it never happened.
My cuffs.
That's
I'm gonna have to pay for those out of my salary. Fuck.
$25 out of my salary, folks.
All right, are there tracks around?
Go ahead and make a tracking roll.
Yeah, I'm not good at tracking.
I know. Nobody in this group is. That's why this is funnier.
It's funny because my very first character never used tracking, and I had it set to like a 70.
Yeah, we
You
spent
remember that?
we spent a lot of time in a town. We didn't really go out into the wilds much.
I have a lot in the natural world.
Oh
and
shit!
navigate.
I hit it.
Ian,
Hey!
Ian,
I find my leather jacket.
all of the punk just slips away from you. It's gone. Now you're a nature's man. You're out there. You're chewing on cud. And you're spitting out seeds, and you're walking your way through the woods. Anyways, the main thing is you find tracks. Not only do you find tracks, you see that she does appear to be heading towards what you believe to be the case, back towards Gabriel Hill.
So I said, I think we need to run after her. And I would start in that direction.
All right, let's go.
Follow me. He said, kind of shrugging.
Well, I
Follow
know where
me.
Gabriel Hill is. I can go. I don't have to follow.
So,
Fine.
by the time you make it to the base of Gabriel Hill, Russell and Joel, you make it back to the car. Nobody's there.
So good. So good.
Fucking, my god. I go open up the trunk.
Yeah, you see a moped.
I'm gonna move the moped out of the trunk.
Just drop it on the goddamn ground.
Son of a
Nope.
bitch. Son of a bitch.
I'm going to reach in. I'm gonna grab my 4 extra sets of handcuffs
Yep.
because they're getting handcuffed this time when I find them.
You lock them onto the belt.
Yep.
Yep.
And then, do I have any extra spare guns in here?
Oh yeah, you sure do. So you got a shotgun
yeah.
in the front seat, and then I believe we said you had an assault rifle in the back, or a long rifle, a long gun in the back.
Yeah.
I think Brent's the villain in this episode.
You sure
Right?
you don't want
Yeah,
a gun?
really.
He's
Joel?
abusing his authority.
Yeah,
I'm an
This isn't even his jurisdiction.
To be real,
It's an
It's not
agent.
even his jurisdiction.
to be real, I mean, if you think about it, as a person who plays cops all the time, you should be sympathetic, John.
No, ACAB. ACAB.
No, ACAB right now because I'm not one.
Propaganda.
30
I
odd
take-
6
I
bolt
take a-
action rifle.
I'd take a handgun.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I
take-
hand him
you
back
take-
the pistol out of the.
I'll add it to your sheet here in a
Bag.
second. And then the shotgun. You take both weapons.
Considering I can only carry so much ammo, yes, because I don't know what I'm gonna have to shoot.
Okay. The 12 gauge shotgun, it's kind of like a pretty simple style pump action.
Gotcha.
And then the bolt action rifle, it's a bolt action rifle. It's a 30-06. It's a pretty sturdy little rifle there.
Yeah.
And then the 38 revolver is what you got. And then I'll move the Joel gets a M1911. Okay.
I will then shut the trunk back and lock it,
Yep.
and start heading back that way. Let's go get these kids out of the woods again.
Lead the way.
Oh,
I do
I
not
didn't know.
love-
So I look at you, and I go, "I'd offer you these, but I don't have another set."
Yeah, I'm good. It's getting dark. It's going to be hard to see here soon with those on.
That it is.
You make
Continue walking with them on.
You make it up to Gabriel Hill. Here's another fun fact, things that you didn't mention. When you get there, you realize that the cross is no longer present in that space. It was taken by somebody before. I don't remember who has it, but I know that you aren't thinking about it either. Oh, or are, Tracy with the fucking drop it right on the note. And the other thing you'll note is that Ian's jacket is laying out in front of the fireplace.
Excellent. He puts that thing on.
Yeah, it's getting cold. But this is as far as you've tracked her. She does not appear to be present on the hill. But she was here. So Robert, Ian, and Tracy, your table. How would you like to proceed?
Well,
I mean, we can just go back to the morgue and confirm that her body's actually there. Like, if there's just a weird mirror person walking around, they'll turn up eventually, right?
I mean,
Maybe.
maybe.
Or they'll die out here in the woods. Like, what do we care?
I mean, the
Well,
cop's gonna be a little upset.
I care. I was tasked to figure out what's going on with that kind of thing.
I figured something out at least.
Yeah, at least we
Maybe
have we'll have Robert's creepy pictures, and that might help.
I will rate. I'll get rid of this. This will not be going in the Google.
Got it.
So are you waiting at Gabriel Hill? Are you trying to track her from Gabriel Hill? Or are you making your way back to the car?
We
I
could
would try
to
and
track
track.
her. I don't care.
Well, again, you're at Gabriel Hill. Is there anything about Gabriel Hill you want to investigate before you start trying to track her?
Listen, I think we should probably go back with the others. Russell seemed kind of serious when he said that we should hang back.
Yeah, but he's gonna
maybe
be
we-
pissed if we lost the girl.
Well,
Yeah,
he's the
and
one
if-
that left. He's the one that left. He's the
That's
law enforcement
true.
officer. He left. We
That
said we
is-
wanted to
This
stay
is-
together.
If you think about it, this is really all Russell's fault.
That's
But
the way I
while
see
we're
it.
here, we should probably see if there's anything that maybe she did here. Like, why would she come here? Is there anything different?
We sort of just. I would look around the area where the jacket was left. See if there's anything.
Right in
here.
front of the mantle, about where she was standing before she was. Joel tried to grab her hood, and then she was detained by Russell.
And did we grab the cross from the back of the mantle?
Someone did.
Joel did. I hope Joel still has it.
Okay.
You know, like, not to speak ill of the dead, but Lynn did have a bit of a sticky finger problem.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, maybe we go back to the car, and if Russell wants to go running after her in the woods by himself, like, I guess at that point we let him.
Sounds good. He's taking notes in his journal as they're sort of walking back.
Russell, Joel, you have a pretty good handle on where Gabriel Hill is, but everything else you don't really know where they're at. So I need you two to kind of formulate where you're going and why you're going there to find them. Where do you think they might be?
Let's see. Any ideas on where those kids would have ran off to?
I feel like the only thing that makes sense is the hill. Maybe the girl was asking them because she left something or she knew something. Can you think of any significant spots near here? Only spots I know is my old house and that hill.
I mean, today I've learned of 3 spots: your old house, the hill, and the lake. So
Pond.
their pond. Sorry. So, yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess at least the hill give us not much of a vantage point because of all the trees, but it'd give us a base at least.
Contested
Also,
roll.
if we get...
Oh, go ahead.
No,
Go
I was going to say, also, if we get there, we can shoot in the air. Probably grab some attention.
True.
Seemingly how they love running towards gunshots, even though they're told not to. That'll probably work. Go ahead and Tracy, you're the leader of Team Tracy, and Russell, you're the leader of Team Russell. Go ahead and both of you go ahead and make a contested natural world roll. And again, it doesn't matter if you succeed or not, it's just to determine who gets there.
Oh!
So, Tracy, you get your group up and moving before Russell really has a chance to even get there. So, like, as you're walking through the woods, Russell with a shit ton of guns, Joel, you've got a gun. There are 3 figures off in the distance. Go ahead and make spot hidden to both of you. If you fail, you don't know who they are.
Spot.
Oh, nice.
It is getting foggy. So, Russell, you recognize them immediately.
Yeah, I point the rifle up there. Stop! Hands up!
You hear Russell's voice, authority driven, yell out to you.
Russell, what the fuck? We're on our way to the car.
Hands up! Stay where you are.
Are you violating my rights? We haven't done anything.
Your dad's rich.
I'm walking towards them.
My dad is
Yeah.
rich. He's like, a mayor or something.
Some such shit.
Stop, hands
Ian,
up.
Ian is looking back at Joel and seeing what Joel's doing.
Russell, as you approach them in their group,
Mhm.
and Joel, you kind of either hang back or you come up with Russell, your choice. What is your choice?
Yeah, I'll walk up with him.
Yeah, he's got a pistol. Looks like they're coming down on you. Lawman, deputized. Walking up on you. Russell and Joel, both of you would very quickly recognize that they're one egg short of what you left them with. There's not a cloaked lady with your handcuffs on her. She's gone.
What'd you do with the cloak, lady?
She got
We
away.
didn't do anything with her.
She got away. There wasn't a lawman here to keep her in good custody.
She
Yeah.
was handcuffed and
That's
handed
true.
to you.
Doesn't mean her fucking legs don't work.
Okay, Russell, which one of us has a badge? Except
And had
for
you bring
like,
her to the car was the second order I gave you.
and we were
We were
our
on the way to the car.
Are you telling me that 3 of you couldn't catch a handcuffed naked lady? She was literally in Ian's hands. He had her.
She kind of just like slipped out without anybody seeing her go.
And
That's
you
physically
must
impossible.
She's weird stuff.
you must
I would-
admit that there's something strange going on about her.
I would cut in and say, Russell, we watched my mother melt.
Hey, Joel.
I didn't know that was your mother, for one.
Quick question,
And
Joel. Do
for
you
two,
still have
true.
that cross?
Wait,
Hey,
hold
that's
on.
something.
So,
Hey, hold up about the.
Joel says,
Melting.
"We
reliving
watched
trauma.
my mother melt." And then Russell says, "First off, I didn't know it was your mom. Second off, I didn't know." It says that's true. And then right after that, Tracy, kind of cutting in, says, "Do you still have that cross?"
Yeah, why?
You sure?
And I would reach for my back pocket where presumably it still is.
You got it.
Okay,
Yeah,
because like
pull it out.
we followed her tracks up to the hill, and
Yeah,
she left
we
Ian's
left
coat,
the
which was
metal.
honestly kind of nice of her. But she's gone.
Very
Like
polite.
there's no. We didn't see anywhere else she would have gone.
The last place she was
What does
seen.
that have to do with the statue?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
What did that have to do with the statue? Was there?
Well, she disappeared right in front of the mantle, so you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, it was stuck open. The statue wasn't needed anymore. Like,
I forgot about that personally.
yeah, no, that's 100%. I was perfect. That was
I
in character. That
absolutely
wasn't at
forgot
you.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, locked in
no,
on
it was
character.
it broke open. So like she didn't need it. Did you all go down there and check it all, or smarter heads prevail?
We decided to go find you guys in the car.
Okay, well let's get to the car. And I would look over at Russell and be like, handcuffs are cool, but we need to get to the car. Something's
We can
happening.
get to the car after they handcuff themselves. And I'll pull out the handcuffs. Are you gonna put them on, or am I gonna put them on you?
Why am I under arrest?
Because I gave you an order and you did not listen to it.
This is the 80s, so like that's a little more valid than nowadays. So
Not much. Not
I
much.
mean, actually.
It's probably exactly the
We
same.
were following your orders. It's not our fault that she slipped out and we tried to fucking follow her and we lost her. That's kind of on you, big guy. I am not getting in those cuffs.
You're getting in the cuffs.
I am not getting in those cuffs.
I will put you in the cuffs myself.
I am
I mean,
not getting in those cuffs.
Are you trying to say that you want to people who are willing to go with you? You want to cuff them in case something happens.
He's losing
You-
his
you
shit
want-
is what's happening.
Yeah.
I do think he's getting a little insane.
Maybe.
This
So you're
is
saying you want less
unlawful
people to
detainment.
be
We're
functional?
going back to the car. I'm literally handcuffing you and bringing you back to the car.
I will go back to the car,
We can
but I
walk
am
to the
not
car.
going back handcuffed.
You're
Ian
going back
says,
handcuffed.
I'm
Ian
not
says, "Fuck you,
hiking in the
pig.
woods.
This is bullshit," and he starts walking away.
I am
Exactly.
stopping
I'm
them.
going
They are
with
going
Ian.
back
How can you
handcuffed.
stop me?
So he
We are
points a
not going
gun
back.
at you. I think
I
would
have a gun.
probably be the
Yeah.
I
thing
keep
that-
walking. I keep walking.
Okay, I shoot directly next to him.
Okay.
I
So-
keep walking.
Pause for a second. You shoot. Go ahead and make
Yeah.
a roll.
If you
Okay.
mess
I
up,
assume
man,
the one in
this
my
is-
hand would be
Yeah.
probably realistically my pistol, right?
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
wouldn't have my shotgun out while I'm holding handcuffs.
Yeah, totally fine. Okay. You hit exactly where you want to hit without issue. Ian, as measured a badass as you personally think your character is, you did just get shot at. So let's roleplay that consistently. First off, I'm going to have you
Okay.
make a sanity roll. This is the only metric I can
Okay.
think of that would basically create a
Sure.
fear scenario for a
That makes sense.
person having a gun.
We're back when I'm listening.
You are as badass as you presume yourself to be. You keep walking. You stop for a second, but you keep walking. You're heading back
He's
to
been
the
in
car.
some shit before.
Okay. Russell, he does not heed your warning shot. He said, "Fuck you, pig," and walked away from you towards the car, but he's not getting in your handcuffs. And you know there's going to be a shit ton of paperwork you're going to already have to do for shooting that pistol like you just did.
True. And because I lost handcuffs.
Yeah, also that.
My dad's not hearing
There's
about
also
that.
a dead body folded in half. In half.
They don't even know about that.
That's less paperwork for that. Okay.
People on the right side of the screen have not told the left people
No,
that
sounds
shit
like-
happened.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds like you need to sit down and have a glass of water. Let's get to the car and we'll figure that out.
Ian, did you walk towards the car?
Yes,
I
definitely.
Jog up to Ian and get in like step with him and say, "Can I have my knife back?"
Oh, yeah, you did give him your knife. I forgot about that.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Okay, and I would holster that in the boot and say, "Okay, let's get to the car.
Sure.
I got some things to tell you."
Russell,
Okay.
kind of seeing Ian break off, you realize that they're not resisting. They're going with you to the car. There's no reason to restrain them and possibly lose another set of handcuffs. So, do you just kind of shuffle Robert and Tracy back to the car?
Yeah, Robert's the one that has the box, right, with the evidence?
That's right. He's still holding it.
Okay. I check. Is he still holding it?
He has
Because he did stop to take pictures.
never
Yeah, he never put it down.
Yeah.
He also
Okay,
says,
okay,
I'm
When
kind
he
of
took
into
pictures,
the
I wanted
handcuffs,
to make
actually.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that he didn't set it down to take pictures and forgot to pick it back up.
No, yeah, he 100% still has the box. If he had said I set it down to take pictures, which he never did, then I would have presumed that it was set down at some point, and I would have checked for that. But I assume what he was doing when he was taking pictures was kind of like setting the camera up on top of it and just kind of holding it, setting the box down, and kind of taking shots. He wasn't taking big shots at the spot. We probably didn't get a lot of pictures of the only one where it would have been possible is when he was taking the pictures of the lights. But again, I didn't ask him if he sets it down. I should have. That would have been better. But here we are.
That's fine. Okay. As long as he's still got the box, then I'll have them all walk in front of me.
Okay.
To the car.
Okay. And then Ian, when you get there, you would see that the outside of the trunk next to the back of the vehicle is your moped. Russell, after you kind of get them to the car, kind of gesture for them to go into the car, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're putting Tracy,
I like to just,
Ian, and Robert in the back.
Yeah, they're all three getting in the back.
I like to you put my moped in the back.
No reason not to.
Sure, I'll put it back in the trunk. Yeah.
Thanks.
When I open the doors for him, I'm turning child lock on.
Well, that's not how cop cars work. Cop cars can't be
Okay.
opened in the back from the back
That's true.
on the inside. So yeah, you're good. The thing you want
Already
to
got child lock on,
child
yeah.
lock. It's called
Can I
prisoner
do?
lock.
Can I do sleight of hand to do like shove the seatbelt in the door? Oh wait, it's the 70s. There's no seatbelts.
No, it's the 80s. There are seatbelts.
The 80s.
Yeah, we're good. You
Yeah,
could
there's
do the
no
thing you asked. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand roll. And I'm going to determine that it succeeds because you rolled good enough. And go ahead and make sure you notate that too, because you'll have a bonus on that one. I think there's like little checks. Like anytime you make a success, folks, if you haven't been doing so, make sure you're putting a little pip next to it, because once we get to a point, you'll get to roll on those and improve them.
Oh, I did not know
Yeah,
that.
it totally fine. I definitely.
Rolling a hot
Oh,
ad.
I didn't know that either.
I mentioned it
on
very
your
briefly.
failures, right?
Yeah. On the failures or on the successes only. Only when you succeed.
How do you do a pip?
Right?
Right next to it on the left side.
When you succeed,
Oh,
you
like
get
The
the
little
the-
circle.
not when you
okay.
fail.
Oh. No, but I have one for like natural world and stuff, right?
And then when
Like,
you
it's
roll
all the rolls?
improvement, you have to fail to succeed.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Right. You have to roll higher than the number that you have to be able to get improvement.
The pip.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay.
Spot-head.
So you make your way to the car, get in, 3 criminals in the back, and you are heading back to town. Is that right?
Criminals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm heading to the morgue.
I'm going to go ahead and stop the creepy music because we're leaving the creepy forest. And I will move
I
us.
get a phone call when we get back, and
You're not
my phone
arrested.
call-
He just said you're coming back with me to the yeah. Since he didn't actually cuff you, he didn't actually detain you, so.
No, he's just being a
arrest
dick.
you. That's fair.
He's just being a cop.
That's also
Yep,
fair.
this is what cops do.
So you head back to Topfield. You head to the central office, which I said is kind of right about there. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Or are you heading back to Middleton, where you're from, and taking them to you?
I wanted to go by the morgue to check on that girl's body
Topfield it is.
first, and then I was going to head back to Middleton.
You arrive back at Topfield. You all kind of get out of the vehicle. The 3 in the back of her let out, or do you leave them in the back of the vehicle?
I'll let them out.
Okay. And then do you say anything to them as a warning? Kind of like just to kind of keep them on their good behavior, or you just...
What good behavior?
Right. So you're just
This
letting
is
them...
my town.
No, I put the box that he gave, or that he had, in the trunk as well.
After replacing...
So once
or
I
after
get-
getting the moped out, yeah.
I'll put it in there with the moped, like before the moped.
Oh, you gotcha. That's fine.
Like earlier, yeah. But I let them out, and then I walked directly to the morgue.
Okay, and do you take the evidence with you, or do you leave it in the vehicle?
I left it locked in the trunk.
Got it. Okay, that's what I was trying to suss out, and I kind of might have asked past you. Okay, you go in. Topfield captain guy, he's there. Hey there. And says, "Can I help you with something?"
I need to see the body in the morgue.
Then Parker. Okay. I'm pretty sure you already got the brief. And then he kind of stops for a second, seeing that these people kind of came in with you. Who the hell are these people?
I have no idea. They're not with me.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
Robert
just wait-
Hudson with the.
Just wait for a clerk, he says to you. If you're asking questions for the newspaper or whatever, you're going to have to do it with the clerk, okay? I'm busy. Police business. And we'll kind of walk with Russell away from you.
There
I'll
are
follow.
phones. Can I make a phone call to
I'll
my
follow
dad? I
them.
want to tell him
I'll
about
follow
this
them.
They kind of move.
insane cops behavior.
They move, like, you know how, like, they have those old-style cop stations? Like, there's, like, the kind of glass facade, and it's, like, kind of like a stylized glass, and then they have, like, the little openings that you cut, like, little side doors you can pop open.
Yeah.
Like, not a full door, like a, you know what I'm talking about. They go through that, and they kind of close it behind them, and Robert, as you're kind of approaching, you see him kind of intentionally lock it, kind of look at you, and then kind of walk away.
Hey,
Clerk comes out from the back and says, "Can I help you with something?" Sitting at his high up desk, kind of looking down at the people, and they come in asking for help.
yeah, I'm part of that group that just walked in.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
wastes
the
your
cop
time.
and
We'll pause for that for a second, though. We're going to go back to Russell. Russell, you head into the back, and he says, "I'll take you back there to see her. She's already got the white cut done, so cause of death, as I'm sure you've heard from the brief, strangulation, not stabbing like we're telling people. Kind of hoping some kind of lead comes out. We don't really have any leads. You went into the forest. Did you see anybody? Anything kind of, indicating that there might have been people out there?"
There was some. I did catch one suspect.
One of those people, or
and-
no?
No, it was a lady. She was running around completely nude with only a cloak on.
I recognize Tracy. She was probably touring you around.
Yeah, she was helping me guide through there.
It was that the guy with the bald-headed guy, the leather jacket.
He says he's from some college up in Arkham. Something about occult studies.
He's going to say something very rural and probably say something very indicative of his bigoted, simple mind at that point to you, which kind of rubs you the wrong way, or maybe you're a piece of shit too, based on your presentation so far. Maybe. I mean, you want to be a piece of shit? You want to be a piece of shit, Brent? But he'll say something kind of derogatory towards Ian, like he doesn't like the look of him. And then he'll kind of take you back to the morgue. Inside, there's a doctor type in there, kind of cleaning his hands. And he says, "Oh, hey, Captain, who's this?" They do introductions. And you learn that this is Dr. Levine. And Dr. Levine is the primary doctor in town. He also, moonlights as a mortician for police when they need somebody to investigate a body. Obviously, that's not a very common situation here in Topfield. So he doesn't get a lot of work doing that, but he's on a retainer, so it's fine. And he explains to you, looks like strangulation. Looks like a strangulation via cord or rope. There's burn marks around the neck. Looks like there was a decent amount of force applied. Looks like there's some damage to the vertebrae. And looks like the individual was left this way for a long enough time for blood to pool in their lungs. Seems like they kind of created a like a clot kind of in the throat, as like the blood and the air kind of coagulated in the throat. And then he would also tell you that it looks like whatever caused the force to her throat, it was so great that it almost caused her eye to pop out of her socket.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I assume they have the body out.
Yeah, her left eye. Yeah, and you'd see it.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'd give it a once over, kind of confirming that this is the girl that I arrested.
It is, but there are very clear differences. It does look like she has a tattoo on her foot. I don't know what the
Mhm.
style would be back in the 80s, so I'll defer to you folks. But very simple,
Butterfly.
like a butterfly tattoo on her foot. Very small, simple, cute.
Butterfly or flower, yeah.
Hidden away so her conservative family members don't know about it. But enough so, like, when she's taking her shoes off at night for her to remember that time I went to the tattoo parlor and got a tattoo. That was so cool.
Yep.
Yeah, she's somewhere in the ballpark of 18, 19, 20, somewhere in that range. Based on her chart, she's 20 years old exactly. And yeah, it definitely looks like she died a very violent death. And she's been cut open and inspected.
And how old is the sheriff in this town, or the one? That I'm
Sheriff's
talking to,
probably
at least?
about 48.
48. Okay. While I'm looking over this body, I'll ask him about Noel or Joel's old house.
Oh, the Henry's house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the guys that was with me said it was his parents' old house, and I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, Joel?
He's a little suspicious, yeah.
He out there?
Yeah, he's out there. He's a little suspicious. Whenever I caught the lady that was naked, he was checking her neck because he thought she might have rope marks. And
Well, that's how his
questioned-
mom died.
oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah.
that might be why he was checking. Okay.
If I remember correctly, and I was just a young deputy myself back then when that happened, getting into the force. Come a long way since then. He kind of spends the next 2 or 3 minutes just talking about himself, literally just jerking himself off.
Yep.
It's not only is he a bigot, he's also a piece of shit. Um,
So many of those.
and then after wasting your time, he cuts back into, she was really torn up about her husband dying in the war, and went down in the basement and hung herself in his man cave, I guess, like his little getaway down there in the basement. Folks found it and got her down. Can't remember what happened to Joel. I mean, he was young, but he wasn't young enough that. Well, no, he was pretty young. I think he went into foster care somewhere, Topsfield, Middleton. I don't remember. Maybe even Boxford. Could have ended up in Arkham, for all I know. I didn't really pay attention to the case much after that, but I do know she died. Strangulation. You think these are connected?
Well, the way he was checking her, and when I questioned about it, he was kind of dodgy, so I definitely wouldn't put it past it.
What was he doing out there in the woods?
He said he was just trying to visit his family house.
Well, I can tell you,
She tour guided us to it first.
he was all string bean, small little kid. Definitely didn't kill his mama. No way. he
Oh
could've
no, I
gotten her
didn't
up there.
assume he did. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't
okay.
assume he did, but I didn't. I figured the way he was looking at her, he might have maybe seen somebody that did.
Wait, was he the guy in the black T-shirt?
Yeah.
Damn, he's grown up. How long has it been? Shit. I'm old. Fuck.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
racial
so I don't know. I mean, I questioned him a little in the forest. He didn't seem too, cooperative for me. So
Well, we did what you requested. We definitely cleaned up a lot of the roads heading out that way, and we're probably tomorrow going to be setting up some notification signs saying that there's hazards in the woods. Thinking the good old excuse of bears. We got the signs from a couple seasons back, so we'll just use those. Don't really have anything else saying, might be like a Satanist D&D cult in there or whatever.
yeah.
What I said.
Might have to get those
Yeah,
made
that's
up, I
what
guess. You think it's
the
cult
word won't
activity for sure then? Somebody.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past it at this point.
Now, this
The
suspect
cloak
you
figure
had.
definitely gave me odd looks.
The suspect that you had, where'd they go?
Yeah, so I heard gunshots while I
Yeah.
was in the forest. So obviously I went to check it out.
We got a couple calls about that, but we didn't send anybody in.
Yeah.
Figured it was just you doing
I
your
had
job.
the suspect cuffed, and so they were all with me. They followed me into the forest, minus Tracy because she guided me. So I told them, I said, stay here with the suspect. She was literally cuffed, sitting on the floor.
Okay.
Wait here.
So
I
it
will
was
be back.
It was a girl, the suspect, and you're pretty sure she's
Yeah.
the one that did it? Did it to Lynn Parker? Pause
Well,
for a second. Pause for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Pause for a whole ass second. Brett, I need you to focus up. You are talking to a cop who is very close-minded, very clearly close-minded, and I want to make sure that you understand, if you tell him that Lynn Parker's out in the woods, he's not going to believe you unless you have a Lynn Parker.
Oh yeah, I 100% wasn't going to tell him
Okay,
that.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that is very... I just want to make sure that's on the table. Okay, sorry to jump into your shit. Well, was what you said. Go on with it.
Yeah. Well, that's the crazy part, is the lady kept claiming she was Lynn Parker, but she looked nothing like her. I'm assuming this cult kills people and takes over their identity.
That's really strange. Kind of reminds me of something someone was saying about big city Boston. You know, they got those credit cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are saying that people are taking people's identities and saying that they're people with their ID. Maybe it's, well, I mean, you say it's for Satanism. Who knows what it could be for? Maybe they got to be somebody specific to summon the devil or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows what people are doing these days? They're crazy. So I went to check off the gunshots.
You see that movie with Tom Hanks, and he literally just cuts you off at every point past this and doesn't listen to your re-synopsis, and it's absolutely importantly boring. But he mentions the movie Mazes and Monsters, a 1982 film about Dungeons and Dragons, the evils therein, and also the Two Towers, which were the Twin Towers in the movie.
Yeah. So after like the first couple cutoffs, I go, well, I think I've got what I need here. I'm gonna head back to Middleton and sign up my report, and
we'll get those signs up tomorrow morning, bright and early, first light.
Perfect.
Just so long as it ain't raining.
That makes sense.
Nobody can go out in the woods if it's raining. And you gotta walk.
According to Tracy, they would. They're a little crazy.
So she would say. That whole damn family. You head back out to your crew, but before we get to that, you are left at the clerk. The clerk is literally wasting your time, Robert. Do you invest your time in being wasted, or just for the narrative beat, or do you actually want to try and like break away from this guy and do something else?
No, I'd waste my time. I'd waste his time.
Just
also.
yelling at him and like, "Hey, listen, I'm a reporter for the fucking whatever I am from," but without using the word "fucking," because you're also a journalist and you're a decent person. You don't curse for no reason.
Yeah, he did that article on Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
Joel,
Ian, may she die in shit.
Joel, I don't even know who that is, he would say, because most people in America probably have no idea.
Yeah,
really,
no, absolutely.
Especially in the 80s. Like, ooh.
Yeah, 100%.
Margaret Thatcher?
Reagan.
Joel, no, they would know Reagan. Because
No,
everybody loved Reagan. That was America's president. Joel, Ian, Tracy. I kind of felt a bit of bile saying it, by the way. Rise up. But Joel, Ian, Tracy. What are you three doing? Well, Robert's yakking with the clerk, trying to get you back access, but that ain't happening.
I'm gonna call my dad if they've got a phone.
They do have a payphone. Do you have a quarter?
Do I have a quarter? I mean, probably.
Yeah.
It's the
Tracy's like Miss Moneybags.
I actually kind of am.
Would I have been able to fast talk the clerk?
Ooh, I like you looking at your skills.
Them?
Go ahead and make a fast talk roll, and we'll see what we get.
It's gonna succeed.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So it's a hard success. Tell me what your goal here is on the fast talk. What are you trying to get?
I want to get into the back of the morgue.
Yeah. So
and see the body.
With that, I want to make sure you understand. Like, this clerk guy is not going to let you into the back. That's just not going to happen, and that is against policy.
Okay.
However, with what you just did, he says, I can let you in on a little secret, but you can't tell anybody that you got it from me. Okay?
And he has his notepad out and he's like,
like an anonymous source or whatever you folks call it.
Takes a picture.
He doesn't notice because nobody notices. It's like
it's just on his neck. It's on his neck. He just
yeah.
No.
Or
it's on his neck. He just presses the button.
Shoulder mounted. That's how you're able to take pictures with a drug case.
Yeah.
Okay. He will tell you that Lynn Parker wasn't killed with a knife, like they told the other news outlets. Can't let this out, though. Okay? You got to make sure that, like, whatever story you're writing it in, you don't let it out too early. They're trying to see if anybody thinks that it's not that. It might be suspicious of that person, like, because they knew how it really went down. He would tell you that she was really strangled. The rope.
He says, And I'm sorry, and he looks at his what's on his like? Does he have like a name tag?
Sure. It would be clerk, deputy.
Thank you, Stuart. Appreciate it, Stuart. Deputy Stuart.
You got it. Well, Stuart's my last name. My first name is actually Stuart.
Okay, Stuart. Love it.
Your parents hated you.
David. His first name is David Stewart. His first name is David. His last name is Stewart. Sorry, but I said things at the same time. Meanwhile, while that fast talk is happening, Ian, Joel,
Yes.
Tracy, what are you three wanting to do? Are you waiting? You said you're calling your dad.
I want to call my dad because I don't feel like getting back in that cop car anytime soon, and I want to go home. And I've done enough walking today.
Okay, so you got a quarter. Okay, I'm gonna count that for your your credit score. But I need you to go
I
ahead
don't know how that works.
and roll me a D100. I have a percentage in mind. There is a chance that your dad is not available. And he is not available. And I'm
He's
assuming,
never there when I need him. He's always busy doing politics stuff.
based on the time, I assume you are calling him at his work, right?
Yeah.
His secretary says, no, sorry, his secretary doesn't pick up. It goes right to a messaging machine. I think they had those in the 80s.
Oh no.
Yeah, they did.
Not with the secretary.
You may have caught on a little too quick there, Joe.
Yeah, no.
Tracy's dad's fucking the secretary.
He's an adulterer.
I
He's
mean,
a politician.
I specifically have not mentioned my mom, and maybe there's something to it.
Yeah, maybe her mom is the
Maybe
secretary.
I'm happy he's found love with the secretary.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Your mom,
Yeah, you better be.
Your mom is the secretary.
I'm not the.
My mom probably left us
Oh.
to go try to, like, I don't know, hang out with Whitesnake or something.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
Or
oh my god, was she in the music video?
Steely Dan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's the one with the blonde hair, the big blonde hair, you know.
So you try
on
calling
the hood of the car.
You try calling the house too. There's no answer. Ian, Joel. So your time is basically calling, trying to catch the number, maybe calling a couple times to the same number. But Joel and Ian, what are you two doing? Well, Tracy's in the phone booth,
He owes me more.
and Robert's fast talking the clerk.
Ian is kind of waiting and taking notes and just watching the whole scene. He knows he's not going to get back there, so he's hoping that he'll have a good read on Russell, and he hopes that Russell is going to tell the truth when he comes out.
Joel?
I would be looking at Ian. Yeah, I'd nudge him and say, how did you actually lose the girl?
There was like this pretty intricate like fort up in the trees, and it had some sort of like weird writing and runes even or something, and we were checking it out, and then when we turned around, she was gone.
Okay. We saw some more concerning things in the woods. I don't know if he's back there telling the sheriff about it or not, but
I doubt it. I think he probably thinks they think he's crazy.
yeah, well, this one's gonna have to be checked on. There was a man broken, to say the least, against a tree. And the part he might withhold, and I don't disagree, would be that there was a very clear path, and the branches were broken 6-7 feet above our heads.
Jeez. What
And
does that?
I was hoping you might have an idea.
No.
It would be very apparent I'm scared. Like, genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you were able to hold your cool against a bullet flying next to you, and Joel is in full panic mode. Like, he is not in a great way. So he's genuinely
Robert's-
looking for hope on this one.
Yeah.
I think at that point Robert's ears would perk up, and then he'd turn around and be like, what? And then have his notebook out and start writing.
I'm going to ask you to make a listen roll.
Okay, that's fair.
Robert.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shouting this in the police station.
And I'm looking for a hard success on
We're in the
this.
morgue.
No, you're not in
That's
the
fine.
morgue.
Oh,
You're in the police station. You're in the front. You're at the front, and
Right.
Russell was
Yeah, like
taken to the
front desk,
back.
yeah.
The morgue is in the basement of the police station.
Jesus. Okay.
It's old style. Typically, they.
Hey, yeah, I failed.
Ironically enough,
Yeah.
ours in town is still that way.
So for a hard success, you need to spend 4 luck to get it. So if you want to do the thing that you just said, you have
Yep.
to burn some luck.
Yep.
Okay. So you do overhear.
It's like 100.
You do overhear Joel and Ian and kind of break away from the guy, but pretty much where we discussed, you kind of like left off. So you're kind of catching them at the end beat that. So Joel and Ian continue, and then I'll kind of like point out when Robert kind of enters to the hey, what's going on, and kind of come over and talk to you guys.
Right. So Ian would say, yeah, man. I mentioned earlier that this is some crazy shit. And I think it's normal to feel that way. If you're going to be doing this stuff, you have to kind of get used to that a little bit. But I think I've been doing all this reading in these journals, and I think maybe the worst part is when you do become used to the crazy.
Joel, you see Robert approaching because you're basically approaching behind Ian. I just want to make sure that's clear. Sorry to cut you off there, Andy. Continue.
Okay. No, I just say when you become used to the crazy, I think it does. I think from what I've read, it does something to you. So to feel the things you're feeling is actually, in a crazy way, a little better.
I've seen this stuff before. It's been a long time. But I thought I would do better the second time. And I don't know what to do with the fact I couldn't.
Try again.
And I would look behind him and say, "How about you, reporter boy? How has today been treating you?"
I've got a lot of good information. Oh, hey, I wouldn't recommend saying that you knew that lady got stabbed.
I knew she got
They're like,
strangled, not stabbed.
or strangled, not stabbed. Yeah, sorry.
Oh no, I didn't know if you were trying to fuck me in character.
Oh, no, I was not trying to fuck you in character.
But
I was trying to unfuck you in character.
Why?
They're apparently trying to use that as a way to peg people for the murder.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, I don't think he did it. You just got here, so
Yeah. I would look around and say, I assume she's going home. Where are you guys staying for the night? I'm guessing Joel has like a hotel room because he's staying in town, or like a motel room.
Pause for a second. Like, as that's about to be answered, you'd probably hear Tracy like slam the receiver like hard onto the payphone. She didn't get a hold of who she wants to. Tracy, continue as you like. Are you going to be rejoining them? Is the main question that I have.
Yeah, I need a ride home.
I would have my vehicle not too far from here.
And you're
Tracy,
saying like people need a place to stay. My house has a lot of rooms, and apparently my dad doesn't care. So, do I stay at my place?
I mean,
are you saying it's okay for people you don't know really well to stay at your house?
we went and saw cult shit in the woods. I'm pretty sure I know you better than a lot of the people I went to school with. So,
Sure.
if my father has a problem with it, he can come home and deal with it himself. But it doesn't seem like he's going to anytime soon. So, if you guys need a place to stay, I have rooms. We have like, I don't know, 6 rooms that are empty right now.
That's
Oh.
super. That'll work.
I won't look a gift room in the mouth.
Yeah. Neither will I.
Russell, it's about this time you're kind of breaking away from your guy and heading back out that way. You're surprised to see that they're still out there, and they're basically just finishing the negotiations to, like, get out of there. But you're kind of popping out just as they're about to, like, start making their way to the door. Like, literally in that moment is when the doors are opening and you're coming out back into the main room, the main entranceway. You walk over to them, or do you just let them be?
Yeah, I just walk past them to go to my car.
Okay. Do you stop to talk to them at all, or no?
No, I'm walking directly to my car.
Okay. You all are heading out the door too. Do you follow him out and try and get a talk?
Yeah, I mean he's our ride.
You go into my
Well,
vehicle.
Joel said he had his car.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'd be just
Oh,
walking
okay,
to where
okay.
I park my... 'cause
Super.
Alternatively, we could go stay in Joel's house.
It is the decrepit place. I would have had a motel for the night.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh.
I would want to get the moped out of Russell's car and put it into
Yeah, it's
Joel's
gonna be
car.
the first thing I did when I got to my car was to get the moped out.
So, Russell, do you kind of like you gotta get the evidence thing? Like, are you taking it back inside, or are you taking it with you and heading back to Middleton?
Oh, I left it in the car. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you just go into your car, getting ready to leave. Is that right?
Yeah, I go to my car. I unlock the trunk to take out the moped. I lock the trunk back, and then I'm
Kind of settle it
getting
down,
ready
looking
to
at
get my
Ian as he's coming over to receive it. So you kind of have that momentary kind of look at each other as he's handing off the moped, like setting it down in front of you. You can do it
Here's your
wordlessly.
bike.
Here's your bike, he says. You can do it wordlessly, or you can.
Thanks, officer. He would say,
fun.
"Thanks, officer."
have fun. And then,
Gracie, Robert, Joel, anything you want to say to Russell before he gets into his car? Because it looks like that's where he's rearing to go. Just making sure that there's.
Get fucked, Russell. I hated
stop
every
being
moment I
such a
spent
dick.
with you.
A cab.
But we're not gonna
not.
know what he saw back there in the morgue, though.
He saw a dead body. Like, he saw Lynn's dead body. Lynn's in the morgue.
Hey, Russell.
This guy's gonna listen to me.
Just... if you have trouble sleeping tonight, we're all going over to Tracy's if you need someone to talk to after today.
I'm gonna sleep just fine.
Okay. And then I would happily go to my little... I don't think I put it in my character. 82 box Suburban. Love
it.
those things. And it would have been cheap as hell back then. So...
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You head to the car, load everybody up into it. You see Russell kind of peel out. Well, probably not peel out, but probably like, make some, distance. And
Holds
start heading,
beer out window.
I'm gonna
does
flip him
donut.
off as he goes by.
headed for Middleton. Russell, do you head straight back to your office, or are you stopping anywhere in between?
I'm gonna stop like
Still a bit of light out. It's only about 4 o'clock.
yeah.
Darkness probably hits around 6 if you were interested in going back into the woods.
I am. I go back to where I'm gonna try to make it back to where I found the box at.
Okay. Well, remember, they said that the last place that they saw her was at Gabriel Hill. And then Joel said, did you guys go look inside the basement? And everyone said, no, we didn't. So they didn't even look in the basement.
I'll go there, but before I go in, I will use my radio.
Okay.
I'm gonna message you this on the side.
Mm-hmm. I already know who. I'm very interested to see this text. I really like where this is going, by the way. We've only got about 5 minutes, and I want to close it out on one little beat here. This is very fun. Brent's subtle as fuck, but ooh, very good play so far, everybody. Except for Tracy, fuck that bitch. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, you're role playing her. You're role playing her perfectly. She is great. I love.
Damn,
her.
the one female. In
John
general,
hates women. John hates women.
John hates women. Yeah, that John hates women. This John.
I was
does
about
not
to
hate
say,
women.
I wasn't.
Question, Brent, and this
Yeah.
one I'm going to ask aloud. It just names, right? All of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, 100%.
Cool. Then you go to Gabriel Hill.
Yep.
You park basically where you parked before. You see that the house nearby, the lights are on early. It's not dark. It's gray. It's like evening time.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to get out to Gabriel Hill within 30, 40 minutes. You know the way now. And when you get there, you can see everything's just as you left it. Nothing's different. Go inside the basement.
Yeah.
Flashlight on.
Mm-hmm.
Head down. You hear what sounds like very pained breathing. Gonna shine the light, and you're looking for the source of it. You can hear it, but you can't see it yet. You're looking.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking around.
As you kind of come down to that ground level in that first section, that middle section, you
Mhm.
look over to where the cellar door was, and the dirt came down. And you do see that there's a bunch of dirt, but it looks like it's been kind of pushed into the space. Like more gravity has kind of done its work.
Mhm.
Buried underneath that, you would see what you think is a woman. And you're pretty sure it's Lynn Parker. Or at least the person you know is Lynn Parker.
Mhm.
Just as you get a look at them, from around that area where the cells were, you get a big, massive black set of fingers wrap around the brick. From around the corner comes a face, much larger than you expected a face to be, glaring at you. Something about the face seems wizened. Sort of professor. And that's where we'll end the session for tonight. Thanks for watching those that did, and we'll see you next Tuesday. And yeah, for just context too, if you've read any, oh god, what's the name of the manga artist? My brain's not working.
Junji Ito.
Yeah.
Junji Ito?
If you've read any Ito, like, and you've seen like the very creepily proportioned people, that is exactly the vibe I want to make sure I indenture before we close it out. Okay, thanks for watching.
Heck
See you
yeah.
next time.